Come on, let's go, let's go. Come on, let's go, y'all. Come on, let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on. Where my music go? Come on, music. Don't fail me now. Music don't fail me now. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. You get sweaty for me. Can you get sweaty for me? Can you make it juicy for me? Or I can make it juicy for you. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Sweaty for me. And I'm sweaty for you. Like passionate sex. Let's go. Naked in the classroom on the teacher's school desk. Triple X rated, call me Slickum High. I get that body wet and then I lick 'em down. I'm on point and best believe I ain't no teaser. I wanna get deep in a little bit of deep and a little bit of deeper. Sweeping you off your feet like a ray, talking about Slickum way. Hold on. I ain't no teaser. I wanna get deep in a little bit of deep and a little bit of deeper. Sweeping you off your feet like a ray, talking about Slickum way. They clowning on the music. Hold on, y'all. Man, get this song back popping. I ain't stopping till I feel a backbone break. I'll be your lover, man. Your special lover, man. And I do anything that you want me to do, plus more and more. Now if you want me to rub you down beside your body, cause you're feeling sore, then baby just close the door and let me take control. I'll be the man you dream, better yet your Superman. Take you places you never been, so close you can call us kin. Cause you got that juicy, and I love your body next to me. I sweat for you, so sweat for me. Can you make it juicy for me? Or I can make it juicy for you. Make it juicy. Sweaty for me. And I can get sweaty for you. Working that thing. You twerking that thing. I love them G-strings. It's just a G-thing. I'm working that thing. I'm murking that thing. Still stroking that thing. It's just a G-thing. You so juicy, you know what? And I wanna put my you know what down there. I got a fetish for pulling hair, so I might end up with a track or two flesh to my fingertips. Wanna caress your, rub my lips, get your lips, baby, come closer. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Feel the sweat coming from our pores. I'm pushing harder inside you. Forget my girl, get yours. Let's go. You so juicy for me, and I'm so juicy for you. Let's go. Ain't no better feeling than me inside you. I'm tasting every drop. I got the candy shot. Here it goes. I'm letting climb on top and let the nookie pop. Underneath the job, I ain't no rookie. Can you make it juicy for me? Or I can make it juicy for you. I can make it juicy. Sweaty for me. And I can get sweaty for you. Working that thing. You twerking that thing. I love them G-strings. It's just a G-thing. I'm working that thing. I'm murking that thing. Still stroking that thing. It's just a G-thing. Can you? Hey. All right, we live now. All right. I can make it juicy. Juicy. Man. I can make it juicy. Man. Shout out to Pretty Ricky. Pretty Ricky and his mother.
You are now tuned into BZNZ
Internet
Internet Talk
Talk
Radio,
Radio, baby.
where the relationship talk is the conversation that never sleeps and the payoff is never cheap.
Wait, say that one more time. One more again. Say that one more again.
You are now tuned into BZNZ Internet Talk Radio, where the relationship talk is the conversation that never sleeps and the payoff is
Come
never
on.
cheap.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. The payoff itself, the payoff itself is never ever cheap. All right. Good. Oh man, I'm sorry. Let me turn some light on. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the BZ NZ Internet Talk Radio Show, where I am your gracious host, Tyron Joe. And I'm excited to be here tonight, as always, to bring you some great content, and just not just great content, but to take our consciousness up another level. See, the whole thing with podcasting for me, now I'm only gonna speak for me. I'm not speaking for nobody else. Is that I am here on this platform. I am here on this earth to help, to do something. Okay, that's the one. That's what I'm on this earth for. I'm not here to just keep playing around all the time. But I am here to make a change or a difference in somebody's life. Make a change or a difference in somebody's life, because that's what it's all about. What's the whole point of having a podcast and you ain't made no change, no different? It's just you know same old, same old. You feel what I'm saying? It's just the same old, same old, same old, same old. Well, after a while, you like, okay, what's the point? Why are you here? Why are you doing what you doing? Man, everybody in the chat room. Shout out to all our listeners and viewers tonight. We do indeed have a special program for you. And that is, we are going deeper and deeper into our steak and potato saga. Okay, this is what Jazzy said a couple weeks ago. She said, we need to go into the steak and potato. Although, if you ask me, I think we only just scaled the surface of the super salad. Okay, we just scaled the surface, because it is so much that is involved with the super salad chronicles. Okay, we ask questions like, "Are you worthy?" Okay, because at the end of the day, you know, uh, uh, we have women, and majority of our women really feel that when they are in the presence of a man, he is supposed to do everything, and they don't do nothing. Not just they, like when they're in the presence of a man, he is the one that's supposed to pull out of his pocket and do things. Well, what if you got more money in your pocket than he do? Come on now. That's what I'm saying. Some of this stuff that we were taught as kids might need to be revisited. It might need to be looked at like, uh I don't know about that, boss. Come on now, I don't know about that one. I rock with a lot of stuff that you say. I'm rocking with a lot of things that you do, but that one right there, it's gonna have to be a no for me, dog. Because at the end of the day, I had to work hard for this money that's in my pocket. So why in the hell am I getting ready to take all this money that I done worked hard for and just do what you want, because I'm the man and you are a woman, and this is what your father told you a man is supposed to do? Hello? Come on now. Come on now. We have got to get to a place in our life and in our mind that, hey, everything that Pop said, everything that Mom said ain't what it is. Hello. Come on now. Come on, man. We done already started the show. We have got to get to that point in our mind. Men and women. Because this was stuff that was told to me about women that I don't see it. Like, well, they said that women were submissive. I don't see it. Like, I mean, I've yet to date a woman. I mean, okay, I've had women that treated me fair, nice, kind, whatever word you might want to use. I've had that. I've had women do that. But we talking about submissive as, the Bible, as the scripture lays it out. Where are those women? That Proverbs 31 woman. Where they at? Do they even exist? Come on now, I'm not playing. We have got to ask these questions. Do those women exist? Even, you know what? I have to say, yes, they do. They do exist. And I've seen those type of women. But I ain't really seen them show up in my bed, or it ain't even got to be my bed. I ain't seen them show up in my life. So now I'm asking, go, what is it about me that is not drawing these type of women? This is the type of woman that I desire, is that woman, and not just submissive. Now let's get it right, but submissive and understands and knows what a man's purpose is supposed to be. That's what we talking about tonight. Well, that, in a way, that's what we talking about. But since we own it, we might as well stay on it. Is that we want to know, where those women that understands a man's purpose, not just what your mom or big mom told you. You know what I'm saying? We just not going off of what mom and big mom said, but we going off of what is and not what could be. Well, man, he is. Yes, a man is supposed to, but am I your man? Come on now. Am I yours? Not only that, did we have a talk about things? Because I know plenty of men. I ain't gonna say plenty, but I know some men that their wife is the breadwinners and they stay home. And guess what? That works well for them. Hello. It sound like, I mean, I done hopped off in it already, but I'm just saying though, that's what works well for them. I'm trying. Oh, here it is. I think I got it. A gentleman posted up a question the other day. Shout out to Carl Lewis, and look what the question said. Ooh, I hope. Oh man, you may not be able to see it all, but I'm gonna read it though. It says, "What is your worth? What is it about you that you should cause others to think as highly of you as you think of yourself?" A lot of people feel entitled, but have put in zero work to be on the respect that you feel that you deserve. Worthless. So that's the question. What is it about you? Oh, I see some people that got in the chat room. Are you showing her leadership, husband role? Most definitely. Put you up on the wall. Am I showing her leadership, husband role? Well, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. In some of my relationships, I did not. Good evening. In some of my relationships, I did not. Some of my relationships, I was not as mature as I should be. But let's go back. Let's go back now. Let's go back to the question, because I don't see none of my co-hosts here. So you just got me tonight. You gonna deal with me tonight until somebody one of them get here. But let me go. Hold on. Let me go back to the question. Go back to the question. He asked the question. Oh, hold on. Let me take that comment down. All right, there we go. What is your worth? What is it about you that you should cause others to think as highly of you as you think of yourself? Stop right there. I remember a young lady told me, she was like, "Oh, I know I deserve to get married." And I wasn't being facetious, but I wanted to ask the question. How do you know you deserve to be married? Well, everything I'd have been through. But sweetheart, the world owes you zero. The world don't owe you nothing. And I think that's the problem, that we kind of get things confused. Ladies, ladies, let me take that down. I need y'all to look at me on this one. Ladies, I think that's what the confusing part is that the world does not owe you anything. So therefore, you walk up, therefore you see a man that ain't never been taught nothing about. You supposed to spend X amount of dollars on a woman. You supposed to do this. You supposed to open up her door. You walk up to a man that ain't never been taught that, but he knows how to respect you. He know how to be nice to you, kind of whatever word you want to use. But he wasn't taught those things. Then what? Because again, he don't owe you nothing. He don't owe you nothing. Many people don't know the definition of worth. Okay, well, do me a favor, because I ain't get a chance to go pull that definition up, because you know I am with the definitions. I like to go ahead with the definitions and uh, just get a basic definition. These are not really genuine, deep definition, but these are just a basic little something. Okay, now somebody just text me talking about, am I showing? Do I have a T-shirt on up under this shirt? Yes, I do have a T-shirt on up under it. Please, this is not about me. Hold on, man. This is not about me and what's up under this shirt. All right, let me see. In the house, okay. In the house, some women think they are a 20 when they are really a 3. Most definitely, they really think they. Some women think they vagina is the best on the block. I ain't gonna even I don't even go there tonight. I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. Let me go to Shar. She said nowadays men want women to take care of them too. Yeah. But here's the thing though. If that is the arrangement that if that's the arrangement that goes, that the woman is okay with and the man okay with, then what? Because okay, I know when I was in college, taking sociology class, there's one lady, she said that her brother, uh, was a stay-at-home dad, and his wife was a teacher, and she uh went and made the bread, brought home the bacon, and that was worked with the house, because I guess the father was better with the kids than mom was. Hello, come on, somebody. Here go Mr. D again. He said, "Are they getting worked up?" Who? The women? Who are the women getting worked up? Maybe they are. But tonight we having real talk, because we talk about surviving the talk. What do I mean by that? Surviving the talk, meaning um the initial the initial talk when a man first meets a woman first meets a man. But for the most part, I'm talking to the man, because the man have to, for societal standards, and this society in this country that we live in, man has to be able to meet the needs and the requirements of the woman, if there's going to be a second date, if there's going to be anything further. So therefore, when we talking about communication and conversing with that significant other, I keep saying significant other, she ain't even significant yet. She's just a woman that you met, that you're getting ready to converse with. You trying to see if there's something that you guys have in common. You're trying to see, what's the commonality between you two. So you first meet this woman, you don't know her. She don't know you. But again, like I'm saying, according to societal standards, you have to be able to put up this type of facade to meet all of her requirements before there is a second date. Small talk. Hey, how you? I'm good. What's your name? Blah 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 blah. What you like. Keeping it on the surface. But then there's some conversations that get, well, do you want kids or do you not want kids? Do you want pets? Do you want dogs, cats? this, and that. And for some people, those conversations, and they have those pretty quick now. Those conversations are deal breaker. But here's something that really gets me that I have a question about is that okay, in the first initial stages of the conversation, we can talk about kids, pets, but we can't talk about having sex. How much sense does that make? On that note, I'm gonna take a little swig of water because we just getting heated up. How much sense does it make to be able to talk to a woman about whether she want kids, or a woman talking to a man whether about he want kids or he want this, and that? But we have some people that get upset and say, "Well, you can't talk to me about sex, though." Well, I mean, how the hell are you supposed to get the kids? Come on, somebody, talk to me, to somebody. How are you supposed to get the kids if you ain't having sex? That's what we talking about. Surviving the talk, communication, two-way street. We supposed to be able to express ourselves even once we first meet each other. Let's up. It's time for definition. It's definition time. Oh man, I wish I not seen that. This is one little thing I will ask. I will ask StreamYard, like, I need to know if I can label. Maybe I can. Maybe I can label some of these files so I can understand, so I can see which ones that I want to pick and read from. No. Oh, there it is. There it is. Communication. The imparting or exchanging of information or news. The imparting or exchanging of information or news. Meaning what? Meaning that when when these two individuals come together to talk, we need to be elevated. So now boy meets girl, girl meets boy, and we are trying to figure out initially, we are trying to figure out, is there a common bond between the two of us? So clearly there is some type of chemical attraction. We can start there. There's some type of chemical attraction between the two. And therefore, since there's some type of chemical attraction, let's see, is there some type of, we have some type of psychological attraction. We have some type of attraction that, okay, is deeper, than chemical. Where do you work? What did you go to school for? She's saying criminal justice. He's like, oh, I study psychology. There's some type of connection. There's some type of connection that is being made. But that's the point of surviving the talk. That's the point of communication and being free. All right, let me see what we got. I think it depends on how you are talking about sex. See, again, sorry, it sounds like there's got to be this type of stipulation. You put a parameter, what you just did, you put a parameter about sex. But we already said, do you want kids or not? And and most of the time we talk about if you want kids or not. We're not talking about adopting kids. We're not talking about foster kids. We're talking about having kids the way that most people have them, sex. But you just put a parameter around it when you said, I think it depends on how you talk about sex. I mean, what good way is there to talk about sex? Let's stop there for a moment. What good way is there to talk about sex? Come on. I'll take a swig of water, let you get that together. Let's go to D. Tell the lady up front, don't waste time. Come on. That's what I'm saying. We not trying to waste time around here. Say, hey, young lady, you know what? I think you're a beautiful woman. I would love to one day, and listen to the word now. Listen to the words before you get up in arm. One day, I would love to, have sex with you. Straightforward and simple. If that ain't what you want, or if they just the fact that oh my God, he said the word, the S word. Oh my God, he said sex before we could even have a drink, or before he even buy me a steak, before he can do this, and that. He said sex, but you already talking about kids. Come on, come on in here tonight. Okay, who's calling me? Sorry, why you calling me while I'm doing the show? But yeah, it's like who? Okay, come on. Oh, she gonna okay. Oh, let me see what she got here. I'm saying as long as it's not uncomfortable for both people to talk about. Well, you already or somebody already brought up the kids in the conversation. Was bringing up the kids uncomfortable? Come on. Maybe I'm getting hyped up, but I'm just saying, was bringing up kids uncomfortable? Let's see. Did she call in? Did she call in? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put the number up here. I will put the call in number. Yeah, please call in. Call in somebody. Call in. Talk to me somebody. We're gonna have a good time tonight, y'all. I can just feel it. Dwayne, if you listening, Dwayne, oh well, you know what? I might just need to send Dwayne that link. I might need to send Dwayne that link. Somebody gonna come in here and talk to me on this screen tonight. Come on, D. You are adults. Come on. Let's see. Did she call in? All right, there she go. There she go. Good afternoon, Miss Shari.
Good afternoon, Ty.
Hold on. All right, go ahead. Go
Can
ahead.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, about the sex part, what you said on the first date, you tell her that you attracted to her, you want to have sex with her. That's a given. I think if y'all exchange each other's numbers, then y'all have to be somewhat attracted to each other. That's number one. And number two, when I say the sex part, as far as being comfortable, I feel like on the first date, whatever you as a person feel comfortable about talking about, then talk about it. Just long as it's to the point where don't neither one of the people feel uncomfortable or disrespected. If y'all gonna talk about sex, talk about sex. Y'all gonna talk about kids, talk about kids. When I say it just depends on how the sex is talked about. That's what I mean. Not that you can't talk about it, not that you're putting no stipulations on it. Just to the point where both of the people feel comfortable and don't need the person feel, you know what I'm saying, disrespected behind the situation. If
Okay.
that makes sense.
Okay. Let me ask you this. If this makes sense. All right. We're living in the day and age. We're living in the day and age of hold on, because I know she can't probably hear me. We're living in the day and age
I can hear you.
of the Me Too movement. So I heard you say something about, well, that's a given that you're attracted to her sexually. Well, in the Me Too movement, you have women that are really oblivious to that, and they really think that men don't have sex on their minds. And then when the man confronts them, or I ain't gonna say confront, but when the man inquires about sex, it's like lawsuit. Come on, talk to me tonight.
But even though we living in the Me Too movement, that don't necessarily mean that it makes it right that it's the Me Too movement. And maybe that's what's wrong. It's because we are living in a Me Too movement. It shouldn't be about what nobody else is doing. It should be about what you and the person is doing or what you and that person is comfortable with. Who cares about what else Billy Joe, Tom Cruise, or whoever else did? Some people get down on the first date and have sex.
Most
That's what
definitely.
they chose to do. So
Most definitely.
it shouldn't be about what nobody else is doing, not the Me Too. It should be about what you and that person both feel comfortable with. That's the first thing, and I think that's another thing that's wrong. So many people too busy worrying about what other people is doing, worrying about what you and that person wants to do together.
But I just threw that out there to say that a lot of guys, excuse me, a lot of guys, they are afraid now to really even speak on stuff like that because of the Me Too movement and how they have shut the tongues and shut the mouths off of men. Well, she's a lady.
Oh, because
You can't talk to her like that
want
because
to
she's a
want.
lady. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, I do understand. I do understand that because, like I said, it just I feel that's why I see it. It just depends on how it's talked about to the point where neither person feels disrespected. But I don't get down with this Me Too movement neither. You can't talk to a person sexually or a person feel uncomfortable because if that's the case, then the man can say he feel uncomfortable when he got on gray sweatpants and the woman following his Johnson the whole time he walking past her. I mean, that's the same thing to me. It's a given. Now they getting out of hand with that. You can't talk to a woman. You can't approach her. You can't tell her she's pretty or her dress is pretty, her outfit is pretty, or that's sexual harassment. Now, to me, that's getting totally out of line when it comes to that. That's just
that is out of line. Like I can't tell a woman that she pretty. Ain't that some shit?
No, I just don't understand that. Like, now I'm with you on that. So, and then it's more so towards the women than it is towards the men. But I'm not biased in neither situation. If you can't tell a woman that she's pretty and her perfume smells good, I mean, you shouldn't be able to tell a man that he's handsome and his cologne smells good without him feeling some type of way. Now that I'm not biased with that. That has just gotten totally out of line. I think.
Right. And but
But
the thing but the thing is, this word don't really give a damn about the man. I mean, I'm gonna just keep it a bug. They don't really give a damn about the man. They don't care. Me personally, no, it don't bother me. I've had women, I've been out dancing on the dance floor. I've had women sticking their hands in my pants. I just move their hand out of the way. It didn't bother, it didn't hurt my feelings or bother me or whatever. To where at the point I'm like, oh my God, I'm a foul. No, just I've had women smack me on the butt plenty of times, and I just kept it moving because what I know is that if I go and file a police report or whatever, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get laughed at, right?
I don't think that it should be that way. And I totally agree with you on that 100%. But see, then what you just said, but then a lot of times things happen to both parties, and people don't do anything. But what I'm saying to you is, it should be the same way. Like I said, it is a double standard. Unfortunately, men have to be careful about how they do things. And it's sad, but it's true. Like, it weighs different. If a woman go in and say that a man don't did something to her, they investigate him ASAP. But if a man go in and say that a woman looked at him the wrong way or she stroked him or something like that, they gonna ask him, well, did that really happen, or did you take it the wrong way, or are you sure? So I did it. I don't agree with the double standard at all. If you're gonna do it to for the woman, you should do it for the man. I totally agree with you on that 100%. But if I'm on the dance floor and you on the dance floor and the woman touch your Johnson, no, you just don't stop her anyway. If you feel some type of way about it, say something, because if you on the dance floor and you stroke her titties feel on her booty or do something to make her feel uncomfortable, she gonna embarrass you inside the club. Like, right is right and wrong is wrong.
Exactly. That's exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. Sorry. Thank you for your call. Appreciate it.
You're
welcome. All right. I see. Jazzy then came into the building. Man, let me get Jazzy up to speed. I don't know if Jazzy heard me. I see the avatar. Wait.
Shut up.
Saw Jazzy on camera. What's going on?
I was eating
Oh, you eat? What you got? What you cook for dinner tonight?
nothing,
Share some with the people.
nothing.
You ain't cook nothing? No. Okay. What you having? What you having?
No,
She having chicken tenders and French fries and shit.
no.
Well, so what's going on? You did you hear what we was talking about? Cause you know me, I
Mm,
started off on just started out and just went in. I was just talking about
now
surviving
bring
the
me
talk.
up to speed.
I was just talking about the first initial steps in the conversation when a man meet a woman and a woman meet a man. And how is it they had it's the initial talk concerning you know I ain't gonna say do's and don'ts, but like the deal breakers of relationships. Like I know I've spoke to women that have said, that have asked, do you want kids? Hurry up because they're like that's a requirement. Or do you like pets? Because that's a requirement. If you don't like pets, we can shut this down now. And what my whole focus was, I was like, okay, we can talk about whether I want kids, whether I like pets. But one conversation I know that might be thrown up that people have this adverse reaction to, and that is sex. I'm like, well, how the hell are you supposed to get the kids if you ain't had the sex yet? So why can't we speak about sex first on the first date and not be looked at like, oh my God, you're such a man, you're such a pig. I mean, I don't know what such a man is because yes, I am a man. But I mean, how are we gonna have the kids if we don't talk about the sex? Jazzy?
I, I think that depends. I don't know if I would be comfortable talking about sex on a first date. Dang, y'all just getting right to it, huh? I don't think I would be comfortable. I think, to be honest, though, I think it depends on the vibe of the person that you are with and who you are talking to and how quickly and comfortable the two of you get. So, um, one example, some years ago when I was talking to this one guy, he I was talking to two guys at the time, and he a lot of his conversation was sexual, and I found it to be a turnoff. I'm like, it's just too soon. And I think some of the questions that he asked was just a little bit too personal too soon. Um, Whereas another guy who I was interested in and feeling a little bit more, I think we kind of toyed around with the conversation, but we didn't go like too far into it.
So you saying so again, like this is what Shari, she just got through talking to me about it, but let me see her comment that she had put up earlier. She said, I think it depends on how you are talking about sex. So
Yeah,
so
it
pretty much,
does.
to be able to have the sexual conversation, you all just
hmm
put parameters on it.
I I think there should be parameters on it anyway when you are initially getting to know someone.
Yeah. But let me say this. I have met women in the
There's-
club. I've met women in the club that was turning it up turkey. At that point, I already know what it is. I didn't seen you shake that ass, so I
You
don't
are
need to.
assuming that you know what it is because of your perception of the twerking.
Jazzy.
What?
She got all this ass bouncing on my crotch area. I can
Okay.
feel all 200. Wait, hold
You
on. Let me
stupid.
put
Let's
these. Let me
not
put
do
these.
that.
They put these coming back there on there. I can feel all 250 pounds of that ass on my crotch. I know what it is. I know what it feel like. So I'm like, well, might as well do the real thing. You didn't did that.
I
Hello,
mean,
come
I
on,
don't I
speak.
don't know what to say about all of that.
No, no, come on, speak. Come
No,
on, we got you.
I don't
You are
look.
the
I
you are
don't
the
be
mature
twerking all
grown
up on
woman. You are a
people.
mature
I
grown
don't.
woman.
I don't be twerking all up on people like that. So I don't know what to say about that. I know that I have definitely had some really fun drunken nights,
Whatever that's supposed to mean.
and I mean, when you drunk, one thing can lead to another, especially when you on the dance floor and a certain song come on and you get to grinding and doing all that other stuff.
Right. I've had that happen with
Stuff
ladies. So
happens. Stuff
you know,
happens, but it
I've
doesn't
had that happen.
mean. So if that's the case, then I mean, I think that's probably where the one night stands will come in at, maybe. But other than that, if you doing all of that, what? Stop,
You said
stop
that's where the
acting
one
like
night.
you. Yes, that's
I mean one
probably
night.
where the one night stands will come in.
I don't even want to get on one night stands though. But I mean, cause I didn't had some wild situations take place. But yeah, that's one of
Mhm.
that is a situation where a one night stand can
Yeah,
possibly pop off. Yeah,
exactly,
absolutely.
exactly. So, it's just one of those, one of them kind of things. But as far as if you're like trying to get to know someone on a different level, I don't think that sex should be like the hot topic until the next couple of dates. Maybe we can touch on it day two, date
Hey,
three, but the first one, I don't know. I don't know.
I
And
got you.
look,
I got you on that.
it's an unspoken thing that if you are dating someone that you are attracted to, naturally you are already thinking about possibly taking it to the next level. I just don't think that there
That's what
should be a
Shari just said.
discussion right then.
I don't know what D talking about. One nights in city always come back for seconds. Oh, I guess he talking about when he was touring with Mr. Riley.
I
But
guess. I don't know
that's
about
what
it. One
Shari was
night
just
need to
talking
just
about.
be that one night and one done.
But I mean, what if it's good though?
One and done. I
Even
don't
if it's
want to see
good.
you. I don't
Even
ever
if
want
it's
to see
good.
you again after a one night stand. I never want
Jazzy.
to see your face after a one night stand. And I
Why?
mean that
Stop
from the
right there.
bottom
Why?
of my heart.
Okay, no, we're gonna stop right there
I mean that.
cause it sounds like I mean, why is that? Because wait, are you embarrassed about it being a one night stand?
Yeah, like, well,
Why?
kind of, yeah, because if that's not your normal thing that you do, it would be very hard to convince a man that that's not what you normally do. So, yeah, no.
Jazzy. Jazzy,
That's just
come
my
on,
personal
Jazzy.
thing. If I have a one night, I never want to
But
see
it
her
was
face
good
again.
sex though.
It was fun. We had a great time. Bye bye. You have my number.
Man,
More than likely, you don't know my last name. And I will be deleting all my social media accounts. So you won't even be able to find me that way either.
wow, gonna block them on all day.
Now, I didn't
Wow.
say block. I said I
Delete.
won't have any for you to look up. So, yes, I will be long gone. So,
I'm
if
just saying,
it
I
if it
think that's
ends up
a
being a one night stand kind of thing, my preference is I don't want to see you again.
cause you embarrassed about it being a one night. I mean, that
It's
is
not necessarily about the embarrassment of it, but that's just to me, that's just what it was. We was feeling each other for that moment in
but the
time
sex
and
was
we're
good
done.
though. But the sex
That,
was good
that's
and
because it was a one night. It
okay,
was because it was a one time thing.
you telling me when you get back horny again and you like, damn, I need some
I'd
more of
rather
old boy.
call up somebody that I already know.
But what if he better than old boy that you know? Come on, we got to talk
Mm,
about this, Jazzy.
yeah, I don't
Dude,
get caught up all like
dude
that.
did
So I don't know.
everything that some of your previous ones never did, and he done did it, and you done just blew your mind, and you like, oh my god, oh my
I don't.
god, what did he do?
I can't.
He threw you from chandelier to chandelier. Come on now, from chandelier to chandelier, he was throwing.
Chandelier to chandelier. Hmm.
Come on,
Let me
yeah,
think. Yeah,
yeah, cat got your tongue now.
no,
Yeah, cat got your
no. It
tongue.
will still be the same thing for
Oh
me. I
man.
don't know about for anybody else, but
All right, fellas in the chat. Hey, if you, hey, fellas in the chat, if you have a one night stand with a lady that's got that real good, okay, better than you ever had, are you just gonna hit it one time and just leave her alone, or are you gonna be like, I might need to try that again just to see what it can do the second time?
If that's the case, then that night, y'all probably afterwards, you're probably exchanging numbers or trying to see about a second date.
Yeah.
Most of the time, one nighters don't lead to all of that.
Oh, I already know. I know how they go.
So, right. So it's like, why bother with the
But I mean,
extra?
I just think that was good. That was just a good little something to talk about because me personally, I mean, I believe that if you meet a person and you have sex with them on the first day, I don't think there's nothing to shame a person about with that. That's me personally. I wouldn't shame a person. I mean, like, hey, shoot, they met, they
It
had
could
sex,
not,
did they
it
thing.
doesn't necessarily have to be with them. It could be with the person themselves. Like for me, I could care less about seeing that person's face ever again in life.
Damn,
Like that's just me. We had our
damn.
fun. Bye. Thanks.
I think I know what that
Thanks.
is. I think I
What
think that's
is
a trait.
that?
That's
Because
the trait of a Scorpio. That's the trait of a Scorpio. Y'all, once y'all put them claws in, once y'all put them claws in them and pull them out, done, finish. Off
we're
with your head,
done.
go.
I'm good. Like, bye. It's been real. It was a slip up. I had a weak moment. You got me. I got you. We good.
Right, right,
Bye.
right.
I'm
He gave
done.
you some
We're
strength.
done here.
You was weak. You
We're
was
done
weak.
here.
You was weak, so he strengthened you up.
I don't care what I
Ah,
don't care what you want to call it. I just I
okay.
don't have any I don't know. I wouldn't really care to see the person again after that. So
Let me see. Here's something
that
that I
is
had
just
up.
me. That might not be everybody else. That's just me.
Oh, the chat room ain't saying nothing about you. The chat room ain't tripping. Let me see what D put up. D says something about she is a 5-star hit. Dang. I don't know who he talking about.
Who are you talking about?
I don't know. He said
I'm
she who,
scared
yeah,
to
who are you
ask,
talking about, D?
actually.
Yeah, who you talking about, D?
I'm
D just
scared to
be
know.
he, D sometimes just be putting random stuff up there. Is D in the phone queue? D, get in the phone queue. Get in the phone queue so you can explain yourself what you talking about. But in the meantime, I had a question up too that you missed. Let me find this question. A guy posted this up on the timeline, and it was a really good question because we talking about communication. It didn't really have too much to do with communication, but this is something that we need to talk about. Hold on, let me find that question. There it is. What is your worth? What is it about you that you should cause others to think as highly of you as you think of yourself? Stop right there. Answer that.
You're asking me to answer that question?
I mean, if it's too deep, then don't worry about it. Cause I mean, I answer for myself. I spoke about this day. Um, the world really doesn't owe me anything. So
Right.
with
So,
with that being said, certain things, certain things that I can't really even require of a person when they first meet me. I can't require this of a person. I can't require, and then this is what I was talking about earlier, is that about with the whole sex, talking about sex and talking about kids. I'm like, well, if we can have this kid conversation, why we can't talk about sex? You know what I'm saying? Why we can't do that? Because since the world doesn't owe me anything, and we was brought up and had these traditional norms and values that grandma, big ma, and our mother and our fathers and taught us, and now we supposed to think that this person that we're communicating with, conversing with, they supposed to know
mhm.
everything that grandma and big ma, our mother spoke to us. So now they supposed to know that when he walk up and he approached me, he's supposed to have flowers, cotton candy, and he's supposed to give me a hug. They supposed to know this now. But getting back to my man, shout out to Carl Lewis. What is it about you that should cause others to think as highly of you as you think of yourself? Come on. I done had women tell me, "Oh, I know my worth. I well, come on the neck roll. I deserve to be married." What do you mean you deserve
I
to be
mean,
married?
I
I don't know your track record.
but that's a loaded question. I don't think that it can be just answered really one way. What is it about me? I don't think there's one specific thing other than just my energy of being around people. I automatically make people feel comfortable. People tell me a lot of stuff and open up pretty quickly. So I feel like I'm more of a down to earth people person, and I'm just a lovable person anyway. So why not?
That
What
might
I
be
am.
questionable. That might be questionable.
I am. Shut up.
Hopefully by the end of this hopefully by the end of this show,
Whatever.
you will be a lovable person. But you know, wait,
Whatever.
right now you got your camera on, so we cool. We ain't fighting because you got the camera on. But
Hmm.
if you had your
Yeah.
camera off, I'll be like, oh
Soon as something pop, soon as something happen,
hell
I'm
no, she ain't
going.
no lovable person. See, look at
It's
that
gonna
shit,
be that.
look at
Mm,
that,
get
look at
that
that.
right there.
See, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know what? I got one too. Let me see. Let me see. I got my little
What?
I got my little avatar. Yeah. I got my little avatar right there.
Wow.
How about that? Nah. Anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, but I think it has to be something about that person's energy that draws, you know, people to you.
Right, most definitely. Gotta
It's
be that
got to
that
be that
energy.
first. It has to be
Mm,
that first, because other than that, bad energy will have people running from you. But I think,
mm.
yeah, I think for me, I make it very easy for people to be very comfortable with me.
All right, let's read the second part. It say a lot of people feel entitled but have put in zero work to be on the respect that you feel that you deserve. Facts. So,
Yeah, I don't feel
okay.
entitled though, so I don't
No,
know.
we not. This is what I'm saying. We not talking about nobody in general, but
Me, right? I get that, but
I
yeah,
talk about my
mm,
experiences though. I know my experiences, what I didn't ran into with women, and seriously, like not even women that I've even been trying to get at, just women that I may be around. I remember one time, really a couple weeks ago, at work, they had these snow cones, right? Kind of pissed me off, but I went on ahead and did it. But they had the snow cone truck at the job, and I'm up here trying to eat my snow cone. But young lady, really, she liked my elder, so that's why I went on ahead and did it. She felt that since I was a man, she wanted me to. It was this bench. And it was real hot outside, and she wanted me to pull this bench, this little picnic bench, over up under this tree for some shade. And like I only had like 2 minutes to eat this snow cone and hop on the bus and go pick up the kids and then take them home. I'm like, man, I really don't feel like fumbling around with this table. Cause that mean I might need to put my snow cone down. I'm damn sure ain't about to put this snow cone down. I was like, well, I'm about to pull it. Is this table? I hope this table light, cause I'm gonna pull it with one hand. Cause the snow cone gonna be in the others. But I was like, man, I don't feel like doing it. But I'm a man, and since I'm a man that's standing around, and a lady is asking me for a favor, I go ahead and do it. That's what I'm talking about.
well, you was just being sweet.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, that was being nice. You could have told her no,
I could have, but it was
but
somebody
you
else was there to
didn't.
help me. Somebody else was there to help me, so I was like, screw it, let them get they sit up under the shade. I had to hurry up and
Yeah.
leave right after that. I had to leave, so I actually was walking and eating mine. Then I got on the bus and ate mine. But I'm like, man, I ain't feel like grabbing
So
this
the
table.
moral of the story is you did something you didn't want to do.
Right? No, it's not just that. It's not just that. It's also hold on. Let me go back to my man. It was like she felt entitled for me to move this bench. And I'm like, ma'am, we both
Why do
getting
you think
paid.
she
Well,
felt entitled if she asked you a question?
she didn't ask. She didn't ask. She just said, come on here. That's what kind of irked me just a little bit. It was kind of like while I'm eating, she was like, well, we can move the bench. And like I kept like really ignoring her on purpose. Because really she talking to another woman. I'm standing there, and I'm like, sure, I'm eating my snow cone. And she was like, "Well, we can move the bench. Yeah, that's why I say we can move the bench, and we can." It just kept saying it. And I noticed she looking at me. I could feel her eyes, And, you know, yeah, she a cool woman. She is. She's a cool woman. But I just was like, man, I didn't want to move that table because I was eating my snow cone.
You should have just you should have went on about your business then. But I don't think that it was her feeling entitled. As you say, she's from the old school, so maybe she's used to if a man overhears a woman needing some sort of assistance, they just volunteer to do it versus having to pressure or
Yep.
insinuate and ask.
Right. Right. But
So
have you
yeah.
put in zero work to be on the respect that you feel that you deserve? That was just one example, but I mean, plenty examples of. Oh yeah, I remember a few years back. Ooh, probably about 10 years, about 10, almost 10 years ago. I was at this one event. I had a sport coat on. This lady was upset with me because she started talking about she was feeling cold. She was with a man that had wait. She
Oh,
was with a man that had a suit on. We was at a wedding reception. She was with a man that had a suit on. He was somewhere. He wasn't at the table. And she started looking at me talking about, give me your jacket. Another guy that was sitting at the table gave her his. I'm like, man, you not getting this jacket. And that was just the end of that. You ain't getting this jacket. But you know, the old school norm. Well, you know, if a lady wants your sport coat, your jacket, you just give it to her. Just saying, this world don't owe us anything. And we shouldn't
no,
expect
but
that these
why
days.
are you being petty? Why are you
How am I
being
being
petty?
petty? She didn't get the jacket. How am I being petty?
Because you refused to give it to her. Was she
I
gonna
just
walk
told her,
out with it? Was you gonna forget?
I just told her no. I wanted to keep my jacket on. That's just how that was. All right, okay.
Mm, I guess. Well, in a way, I mean, I don't know. She wasn't your actual date, so
No, she with a
I don't
man
know.
that got a jacket. Like, ask him.
Yeah,
Don't
I
you
guess.
think? Don't you
I
think?
would have. I would have asked the person I was with for their jacket if I was
Come
going.
on, that's what I'm
But
saying. We people got stuff mixed up around here. Ask the dude you with. Why the hell are you asking me? I'm telling you, this world is jacked up. Shout out to Kwame Brown. We're gonna bring Kwame Brown back in. We're at the top of the hour. Well, we passed the top of the hour, but we're gonna bring Kwame Brown back in because we're still on this communication thing. We're gonna beat this thing like a dead horse.
You better let me twerk. You trying to control me? Oh, fuck that. I can hit you. Don't hit me. Fuck that. The fuck is going on here? The very same motherfucker talking about they goddamn so fragile and afraid. You be the first motherfucker to slap the shit out of a nigga. We in a goddamn game. A black man word ain't worth a fuck nowadays. We got to go to the extreme and kick your ass to get you to listen to anybody. We got to kick a nigga ass to get him to shut his goddamn mouth. Niggas goddamn going crazy trying to get a woman to shut up and let him get a word. Oh no, be quiet so he can get a word in edgewise. How many times you been through this game? Hey, listen, now we're going to have a conversation. Now you respect me, let me finish, and then I'll respect you and let you finish. A man will be like, okay, because that's all we want anyway. Motherfucker, sit there 15 minutes and let her filibuster. I feel and I think and I feel. And I'm sitting there listening to what the fuck your feelings got to do with the truth. But I got to sit there and listen because she set the guideline. I feel and I think and I feel like, and let me calm down because I'm filibustering. But I feel that you just need to listen. Okay. Now you go. Okay, well, let me tell you what I feel. I feel like your feelings don't got nothing to do with this situation. I'm going to interrupt because right there, that's when you being masculinity and toxic. And you just, baby, but you said don't interrupt you. Please stop interrupting me. No, when you said that, I get the right to say this and I don't got to listen to you. I'll be like, God damn. You overgrown, ain't you goddamn a bad motherfucker with 20 degrees? And you just told me to listen to you. I did it, and you running your mouth the first two damn words I say. And then you talking about respect. Do you not know that's disrespectful to cut me off when I'm talking? That is very disrespectful to cut a man off when he's talking. If you are a Christian, in the Bible, it says a woman is to remain silent in the presence of a man. That's just what your Bible says. That's not what I say. Don't attack me for that. The Bible said that. So all y'all with the Bible out in your hand, boy, you motherfucker talking over all your men. We got to talk about feelings and not actually what happened. When you came to me and you asked me that question, I felt like you was attacking me. Well, I really wasn't attacking you. I just didn't know the answer. I was no. Let me finish. So wait a minute. You just said I was attacking you. You want to build a conversation on the grounds that I attacked you. And I'm saying I didn't attack you. I just really want to know the answer to this question. It's a fucking question. It's not an attack question. It's a question. How can my words to you that you can simply reply back turn into an attack? Who taught you this shit? That feminist shit, Jesus Christ, got you thinking you just deserve a filibuster all goddamn day. Hell no. Ugh. That shit drive me crazy.
Man, shout out to Kwame Brown, who man that they called a busty bust, got drafted in the draft straight from high school, 2003, I believe, or 2001. But now look at Kwame Brown. He out there busting up all of the rituals that the Go Along gang is doing to take down the black man, the black woman, and the black family. Shout out to Kwame Brown. So let's talk about something what he said. I'm gonna bring you back in, Jazz. Let's talk about something he just said, though. He's talking about trying to have a conversation with a woman, and he was talking about how she did all this talking before. She did all hers, but as soon as he get ready to say his thing, the disrespect, she cut him off. Well, what did we look at last week as far as some of the definitions last week? We talk about cohesive conversation, and it had that it was the act of cohesion. So therefore I had to go ahead and look up the definition cohesion, and it says the action or fact of forming a united whole. What the hell is whole about what Kwame Brown just said? There's nothing whole about what Kwame Brown just said. Let's look up the definition for the word whole. Number 2, in an unbroken or undamaged state in one piece. Well, that was damage all up inside of that, and it seemed like the sister was damaged too, because he said as soon as he began to talk, she said, "Oh no, I got the right to cut you off now." Why do you have the right to cut me off? Everybody entitled to their opinion. So how about you let the man go ahead and give his opinion, and then you go ahead and give yours. Like after he get through speaking, let him speak. Just like he said, his opinion was, I feel your feelings ain't got a damn thing to do with this. Hello? Oh no, you just disrespected my feelings. No. We ain't disrespecting them. We saying that I believe in this particular conversation, you should not put your feelings in this type of conversation like that. Let's look at something else. While the reasons for a divorce are unique to the relationship, here are the issues that a divorce lawyer and psychologist say pop up most often. Well, I'll be damned. Number 1, communication problems. Get off my screen. Communication problems is the first one. Why the hell would communication problems be the first one? According to recent research, ongoing communication difficulties are the number 1 reason couples divorce in the United States. Communication is the foundation of a successful relationship. It allows for a strong bond that encourages the growth of your bond over time. Well, if we are shooting down everybody's opinion, then how's the foundation going to be strong? How's that even going to be successful? That happened to me so many times in relationships. The woman always right. She always got to be right. And then when I say, man, no, I think this, and that. I didn't even have it where I dated women that'd take another man's opinion over mine. I'm like, well, I be that damn. I'm supposed to be your man, but you worried, but you like what somebody else said. I was like, well, how about you date that nigga then? Yeah, that didn't end too well. So this is what we talking about tonight. We get deeper and deeper with this conversation thing. Surviving the talk. How the hell are you gonna survive the talk if if you can't even get a word in edgewise, or every time you speak, you are being berated, you are being constantly judged by what you said. I was told, Jazzy, I was told that I am part of the reason why my father did not have a relationship with me. In so many words, I'm paraphrasing, but in so many words, I was told that. I was also told that I'm the reason why I didn't have a relationship with my father's kids, with his side of the family. In so many words, I'm like, wow. I tell you all this information, and then now you take the information and whoop me with it. Do you think I'm gonna give you that information? Do you think I'm gonna give you any type of sensitive information ever again? Hell no. You just took something that was near and dear to my heart, and you took it, and you took your 8-inch heels and you stumped on them. Now, why the hell would I ever trust you again with sensitive information? All right, I bring Jazzy on up. Really? Really? I seen that face
What?
you just made. I seen that face you just made, and eye
Yes,
rolling.
because clearly this is something that's bothering you. So,
No, we talking about communication. It ain't about just bothering me. It's just I'm just being transparent and telling my side of the story.
and communication is a two-way street, not a one-way. So, if you
Facts.
are having an immature conversation and instead of having a mature response, you just respond back with immaturity, then that begets miscommunication.
Hmm.
So, as they say, someone has to be the bigger person.
Right.
Now, in your case, I can't really speak on that because I only heard your part of the story.
Right.
But, you know, like I said, sometimes when people are opening up to you, that's an opportunity to, I don't know, just shut up and listen.
You got two ears and one mouth for a
That's
reason.
okay.
You got
It's
two
okay
ears
to
and one
just be
mouth for a
quiet.
reason.
It
Right.
would not be the time to be critical of
Right. That's
someone
my
else's
point.
like decision making.
That's my
Sometimes it's
point.
okay to just be like, okay, even if you don't understand, just be a listening ear, and then go
Right.
back to that person later and tell them, okay, well, I think you could have handled it this way, blah 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 blah.
Right. Exactly. Like let's take you, Jazzy, and you tell me about say now we're gonna take you. You tell me about a situation you had where let's say a coworker some pissed you off and brought you to tears. It was deep. It was a deep situation, and you talking to me about it, and I'm up here pretty much turning the narrative around, saying it's your fault. It's your fault.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we seeing all the fingers pointing that obviously it wasn't your fault because the coworker that did whatever they did that made you mad, they got fired. So obviously it wasn't your fault if you still got your job and they got theirs and they don't have theirs. So, but
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. Like that, but that happens though. That happens. I mean, not
Yeah, it
even my
happens a lot.
situation. Yeah, not even my situation. I see stuff on Facebook where people, and that's why I don't know why people do that. They put their business out there on Facebook and war. I see some of the comments. People just rip them apart. I'm like, ooh wee.
Yeah,
I don't know why you put that in there. Ooh wee.
yeah,
It,
it's bad. It's bad. But I think a lot of people and women do feel that they are not heard. So I guess in a relationship where communication is not all that. It's only because someone is not feeling like they were heard or understood.
Someone please call 911. Ah, seriously.
If
I
you're
just
not
got pierced through
understanding
my
me, let me
soul.
repeat myself. Let me say it one more. Okay, let me dumb it down a little bit more for you then. Are
Dumb
you
it down
dumb?
for who?
Okay, then it's. I mean, no, I'm just saying that that's
Oh.
just that's just how conversations can go because that's
Yeah.
why people continuously repeat themselves because they feel they were not heard or you're misunderstanding them. So they are talking to you to obtain understanding and so that you can see
Right.
their point of view instead of really just getting out their feelings and listening.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm gonna bring your boy in. He said he ready. He fired up. Go ahead, D.
Okay, let me hit you with this real quick. Okay, the comment I made, one night stand, that was in reference to what Miss Jazzy was saying about she wanted to pop it one night and run off. And when I made the comment about one night, in my city, they always come back for seconds. What I meant by that is every one night stand I had, they've always wanted second helpings. Like that.
That's what
And
I was thinking.
your boy KB, yeah, your boy Kwame Brown, he was right on a few points, but like on a whole lot of it, he was kind of wrong out there.
Uh-oh.
But I'll let him based on that.
What was he wrong about?
The situation here. I mean, he never should have came at the woman like that. And in my opinion, although the woman was talking, he should have known when he first started the conversation with the lady. He should have noticed in her tone and the way she was delivering it that she was emotional about what they was talking about. He should have caught that right off the bat.
Man, hold on. Wait, D.
Hey, don't be
You
jumping
got
down,
you
Mr.
got
Depot. He
Jazzy up. You
right.
got Jazzy up here now, feeling all vindicated. No, we ain't about to do that. D trying to get
Yes,
on
yes, we
Jazzy. D trying to get on Jazzy's good side. Man, no. I'm about to bust this
it
up.
ain't
We
like
gotta
that,
bust this thing
dog.
up. Where Dwayne at? I need Dwayne now.
No, you don't. What I tell you about Summerson
Now,
him?
now,
What I tell
balls,
you
it ain't
about
like
that?
that, balls.
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say, Jazzy?
What I tell you about Summerson D?
Something. Oh.
Mr. Anthony, stop it.
Yo.
Do not.
See,
Oh,
now,
there you go. There
see,
you
like
go.
now, see, like in reference to, she said she hit it one night and she never want to see him again. I ain't the type to judge nobody, but I'm sorry, Jazzy, but when you said that, your face said, "No, that ain't true." I'm sorry. You say here one night and you don't want to be bothered no more. Your face
It's a
said,
done
"I don't
deal.
see that, but that ain't true."
It's a done
Just
deal.
saying.
You have to be able to talk to that person
Hey,
and
look,
exchange
Going
man.
on
contact
here.
information.
Usually,
Oh,
usually on the first date,
yeah.
usually on the first date within 10 to 15 minutes, I already know what the end game's going to be. We can get out there, and parlez-vous around and everything. But if you go on a date with me, you know what the end game's going to be. You know why I'm taking you on a date. So ain't no need to acting like you hard-fired and you're a preschool girl. We all adults. You know what's happening. I ain't taking you out on no date so that we can just
Okay.
parlez-vous and just all kissy eyeball at each
Yeah,
other.
I
You
mean,
know the end game.
D,
That's a date. I'm talking about a one night stand. That's
she said
different.
she talking
Yeah,
about a
boss.
one night. She said she talking about a one night stand. That's the difference.
A one
No,
night
no, no,
stand, you
no.
have not
Even with a one
exchanged
night
numbers
stand,
to get
first date
all
on a one
that.
night stand. I don't know about nobody else but him, but in my 300 years, I ain't had no complaints. And even when I was playing Bumblebee Beat, a lot of the flowers wanted to come back for second pollen. I mean, that's just the way it is.
He
I
call
mean,
them
yeah, I'm
flowers.
not saying that. I'm not saying that I won't run into somebody that might, feel that way. But I'm just saying, in my 300 years of being around, I ain't found no complaints. Everyone that I hit on a one night stand always wanted second helpings. From California to New York, when I was traveling with Mr. Riley and traveling with James, from California to New York, everybody wants some more the figgy pudding.
Figgy pudding.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
That is because he exchanged numbers with them, correct? He exchanged some sort of contact information with them, right?
D, did you exchange some type of contact information with them? Okay, I don't know where he went.
Bruh, bruh. Every time I cut out from the hotel, I let them know we'll be back in this city on such and such a day. You want to see me? Get a front row ticket.
Yes. So then that would be a yes.
And
now, if you don't
not,
exchange that type of info, how do you get in contact with a one night stand again?
A whole lot of them groupies always had the front row layered out. I mean, if it wasn't for me, it was somebody else in the band. I always had the front row layered out. So, I ain't really worried about that. Because I could go from...
I'm going to say this, D.
Yes,
see,
sir?
the thing is, you was kind of like a athlete, meaning that it's a given that, you're going to get you some because, I mean, we know the athletes, when they flying the athletes from city to city, state to state, they have a room in the hotel with nothing but women that's going to take care of them. Same as musicians.
Well, see, that's part of the friends' benefits of being an entertainer. You can't only entertain on stage, you got to entertain off stage. And that's the way it works.
I hear you. But what Jazzy talking about is...
boss, I'm going to go ahead and kick back and hear the rebuttal from Ms. Jazzy, because I know she don't like too much of what the truth is. Like Jack Nicholson said in the movie, they can't handle the truth.
All right, D. Well, go ahead, Jazzy. Let's hear the rebuttal, Miss Jazzy.
There isn't a rebuttal. I said if you are exchanging information with that person, then yes, that opens the door for them to contact you again.
I'm about to put you on.
That's how you get a.
Go on. That's it. Oh, really? Really?
Nah.
Ain't that some
I
shenanigans?
said, if you have exchanged numbers with that person, with your one night stand, if y'all exchange some sort of contact information, then yeah, they would have the ability to contact you for another round or for a second time. If it is a true one night stand, y'all haven't even gotten to that point. So how are they to contact you again? They can't.
I mean, right.
Exactly. That is what I'm saying. So I can't speak for everyone else's one night stands and all that, but
so you're saying to be able to get it again, there has to be some type of connection with exchanging of numbers and maybe with some coffee or salad or something.
Yeah.
Oh, now she back on camera, y'all. She back on camera, y'all. Well, I got another little video. I'm gonna try to see if we can do this. It wouldn't let me share it, but let me see. Got another little video to play. This right here gonna blow your mind right here. Let's see if we can share this video. Let's see.
I know that there are some of us who will really go the extra mile to bag a man. But this woman right here Oh, she went across the damn country. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Maria, your favorite true crime commentator, and today I have a riveting episode for you. Guess what? I also have 3 minutes to do it, baby! So hopefully I'll be able to do this within 2 videos, but if not, hey, you know what it is, baby. Just roll with it. Okay, guys, so I saw this particular case on a true crime series called Deadly Women. It's one of my absolute favorite true crime series. This is 29-year-old Ciara Harp. Now, you may be familiar with this story or you may not, but Ciara was a party promoter down in the Atlanta area. So being that Ciara was pretty popular on the club scene, that's how she ran across Raheem Grant. This is 24-year-old Raheem Grant. Raheem was an up-and-coming hip-hop artist in the Atlanta area. Also kind of working with some of the well-known rappers around there, i.e. Ludacris. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find any of his music on YouTube, but people out there know who he is. Well, anyway, baby, Ciara saw that Raheem was popping in these streets. So she started working with him on a couple of projects and started to take a liking to him because she wanted to be a part of his world. Well, according to some research, he was not feeling Ciara like that. He only saw her as a friend and a business partner. Well, Ciara said, for that shit. She's like, I'm gonna bag this man. And I mean by any means necessary. Oh, and not to mention, he actually told Ciara that he didn't want to deal with her like that. He just only saw her as a business partner. So let me tell you what Ciara's slick ass did. Ciara got this man to hang out with her during a party night and got him drunk. And she put some drug in his drink and then proceeded to have unprotected sex with him and impregnating herself. Really? Now you know that's some low down shit right there. Okay, guys, it's about to get real interesting. Please like and follow for part 2. Part 2? Okay, so 29-year-old Ciara Harp drugged and raped 24-year-old Raheem Grant. That's right, I said rape. She had sex with that man unconsensually while he was under the influence of something that she put in his drink. And she took advantage of that man and took his seed. So you can imagine that Raheem was extremely upset when he found out that Ciara had gave birth to his baby and he didn't even know that they had even had sex. So when Ciara provided proof that he was the father of her child, he cursed her completely out, okay? And he also told her he didn't want nothing to do with her, that he would do what he needed to do as a father, but all they was going to be was co-parents. Well, you know that pissed Ciara off. It pissed her off so much that she left her child with Raheem and told him, you take care of it then, because I don't want this baby anyway. But you know what? What she didn't realize is that Raheem had a praying mother. So him and his mother took care of that baby. Aw, you thought Ciara's craziness stopped there? Because see, in the state of Georgia, a man cannot gain full custody of a child unless he is legally married. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs knew that. So she basically was using this opportunity to continue to keep dibs in her grips onto Raheem. So Ciara devised a plan to get closer to Raheem. So old girl called him up and told him that she ain't had nowhere to go. She had lost her job and she was just basically at life's wit's end. And Raheem made a fatal mistake by being too damn nice. He let her move in and told her she could stay there until she get on her feet. But that was about it. She was just there to get on her feet and nothing else. nothing more. Ciara said, "Wanna bet?" On December 28th, 2019, Raheem was entertaining a female friend at the apartment in which him and Ciara were sharing. When Ciara walked in, coming in from work, she noticed that he was in the living room smoking weed and hanging out with a female friend, and she immediately got upset and started acting a damn fool. Raheem's female friend got so uncomfortable that she ended up leaving and told him she didn't want any parts of this situation that was happening. And now shit is about to hit the fan. Please like it. With her baby daddy, 24-year-old Raheem Grant, even though she had done drugged and deceived this man into having a child with her. So the night that Ciara came home from work and saw that Raheem was at the house chilling with a female friend, she acted a goddamn fool. So after Raheem's female friend left, he confronted her and asked her, "Why are you acting like this? You're not my girl. You shouldn't even be my baby's mama. So what the hell is your problem?" Well, child, Ciara felt like he was being disrespectful for having another female in his house, even though that ain't her man. So she started fighting him and she stabbed him. So when she caused that stab injury, she cut him in his face, and he picked up the phone and started recording and letting people know that this woman had done attacked him and the wounds that he suffered. That is when 29-year-old Ciara Harp came up behind him while he was recording and shot him in the back. During this man's live recording, she shot that man 6 times while he was begging for his life for a full 13 minutes.
2017, Grant told her she was going to jail for life.
The entire murder was caught on camera. And to add insult to injury, she murdered that man in front of his 3-year-old daughter. Here's the kicker. She tried to convince law enforcement that Raheem was attacking her and she only killed him out of self-defense. Ciara Harp stabbed herself several times in her legs, so deep that the medical professionals said that she could have died. But what Ciara hadn't realized is, because the murder was caught all on tape while they were watching her shoot this man to his death, she had no wounds on her body. Dummy. Ciara was charged with 5 counts of aggravated assault, possession of a firearm, and manslaughter. She received a sentence of 125 years in jail. Basically, her entire life. And if she died and came back to life, she still got more time to do. At her trial, her own mother went up on the stand and dogged her out. She basically told the courts that she thinks her daughter should be castrated so that she can never have kids ever again. Damn! So the lesson that we can learn here is, number 1, you cannot make a man want you, baby or not. Okay? Let him go. So ladies, what do you think would have changed this outcome? Sound off.
Wow. Wow, wow, and wow. Yeah, this case right here was straight crazy. What's your thoughts, Jazzy?
So the topic of the show is communication, right? So, and then we somehow ended up talking about someone getting murdered for what, not communicating properly? I'm not saying that what she did was right by any stretch of the imagination, but with regard to the topic of the show, what are we aiming at?
Okay, I'm glad you asked, because I'm about to
What's
educate
the
you.
aim?
Get your
Yeah.
get your crayons and markers out. I'm about to
Mhm.
educate you. Let me see what he said. Men seek out your purpose, become whole, and ignore these brides. Okay, I'm with you on that. Well, I'm saying this is that from what I'm heard in this video, and shout out to Dwayne. Dwayne was the one that sent me this the other day, and I was like, wow. But from what I'm hearing is that was a communication mishap that I don't think the young lady was taking heed. Didn't in the video didn't it say that he was like he wasn't really, looking to get into nothing like that. He wasn't really feeling it like that. And then the chick drugged him, put something in his drink, and then got on top of him.
And she
Okay,
raped
that was
him. Yeah.
and raped him. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna say that was right there, the communication right there. He told her, "Nah, I ain't really feeling this," and somehow that wasn't translating into the young woman's mind. She went on ahead and did what the fuck she wanted to do.
Yeah, that's a really gross representation of communication.
Man, this
Yeah,
is
so
tragic though. This is really tragic.
it's extremely. Yeah, this is on the extreme side of not communicating well. Um, but yeah, I don't agree with what she did. I think that he was trying to be nice,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to let her down easy instead of being more so direct. Um, I probably it's really bad because it's like, and especially nowadays with even with men, wasn't it something on the news that happened somewhere in New York where a man attacked this girl in the store because she was ignoring his so-called advances towards her?
I think I heard of that. Yep.
So yeah, it's almost like you have to tiptoe on everybody around people's feelings. You can't be too direct or indirect. It's almost like it's a lose lose either way. He was trying to be nice and keep her around as, someone that he could work with, but not as someone that he saw himself with in a relationship or a romantic relationship. And I think that in a way, if he knew that that's what she wanted, I probably would have tried to limit her, her being around him as much. It's just hard to tell.
I'm gonna say there's another part that I saw that that the lady was talking about that I don't think he shouldn't have did. Say that she needed a place to stay till she get up on her feet,
Right,
and
that
he let her
part
stay
too.
there.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, that part.
that's
He was
been
being way too
no,
nice.
no,
He was
no. You
being too
can't stay
nice.
here. You can't stay here. Maybe the girl, the daughter, our daughter can stay here, but no, you can't stay here. You are not welcome here. Cause I mean,
Yeah, it's really
jeez,
sad.
but yeah, and there's a lot going on in
It's
this. I
really
mean, this
sad.
goes back to all the women that's talking about Bill Cosby, but here's a case where women does this too. I done heard women talking about, oh, women, we don't do stuff like that. And it's more, and there's more cases in this one that I didn't watch videos and read about. There's been hella like Glenn Close. What was that movie? Fatal Attraction. Come on
Right,
now.
right. I mean,
This
he
is
strung her along a little bit, but
he stronger along.
in the movie Fatal Attraction, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Glenn Close.
Yeah, he did. He did string her along. Yeah. Um, I
But
think I
that
just,
chick was crazy though.
yeah, that was just that's like I said, that was a really gross representation of communication. That was just overboard.
Oh, so what type of now, Jazz? We're gonna put the spotlight on you. What type of example that you need to that so it won't be gross? I mean, why you don't want your face to be shown?
I don't want to be all up on there like that.
Okay, so you gonna stay there for a minute
But
because you on the high
okay,
seat. You on the high seat.
okay,
What
that's
type of
fine.
example do you need? Because thing is, I'm gonna tell you that's kind of how my ex. I'm glad I brought that up. That's kind of how my ex did when I spoke about the father, Oh, that really I ain't gonna say the father, just other little situations when I give examples, my examples get shot down. So now you just shot down my examples. So tell me an example, a big example of bad communication that you think that we should talk about tonight. Go ahead.
I'm not saying that they're bad examples. The last one was an awful. I'm not saying that it was a bad example. I'm just saying that that was like an extreme example of miscommunication. One issue that I had was with a friend of mine who told me that they were coming to see me and that they were on the road and never showed up. I told you about that one, right?
Yeah.
And I let you know I called and text and still didn't hear anything until the next morning. And they were like, oh, well, yeah, I never got on the road. And I was extremely pissed. That would be like a lighter form of miscommunication or a communication problem.
Lighter form. Why do
Lighter.
you gonna be on the hot seat for a minute. So why do we say lighter form?
Women always are always on the hot seat for a minute. Um, I said that that's a lighter form because it kind of was going along with the first date um, or initial dating examples. The one that you recently brought up with the girl killing someone, raping and killing someone, I said was extreme. It is still along the line of miscommunication. It was just really extreme. It went from one spectrum all the way to the opposite end
I get what you're
without
saying.
without any examples of what men do to women regularly
No, thing is, I get
when
what you're
it comes to
saying.
miscommunication.
I
So
get what you're
that's what I'm
saying.
saying.
I get what you're saying, but the main reason why I did that because we don't never ever hear about those type of situations on this show. It's always about how a man then raped or drugged or did something like that. But I'm like, let me bring this in because people don't seriously like some people live in a bubble. They really don't think this type of stuff happen. They don't really think women do this. And I was about to say, you keep saying that this is extreme case, but it's a ton of them. It
It
is a
is a
whole
lot.
ton of them
I'm not
where women
I'm
do
not
this.
saying that I'm not saying that it does not happen. I'm just saying that it is an extreme case as far as from what we were talking about into what we got into. Now, if we were talking about the Bill Cosby issue and then you brought this issue up, to me that would more so coincide with each other versus what we went from to what we went to.
Yeah, that
Does
goes
that
good
make
with Bill
sense?
Cosby. Yeah, that goes good
Right.
with the Bill
So
Cosby because
that's what kind of threw me a little bit. Now, the miscommunication is still the same. I'm not saying that women are innocent in their communication with men. And I do believe that women, and I'm, even guilty of that myself, we sometimes do feel that our feelings, our facts, or the way that we feel about a certain situation is valid and validates why we're angry, especially if we don't take the time to listen to what the man is trying to tell us or what the man is trying to, tell us as far as communicating about his emotions, feelings, and thoughts.
women they rarely listen to me in relationship. They rarely did. Seriously, let me bring
I seem to be, it's interesting because it's like I'm always on the opposite end of that because I really could care less for, I don't like to argue, and especially with um, my boyfriend or my significant other, I don't like to argue. But if an issue does arise, I do want to understand it from his point of view so I can understand. But if I don't get it, I'm going to tell you, okay, yeah, so no, it's not sinking in. We can either agree to disagree and move on, but at some point, we have to hang it up. At some point, we're going to have to let it go, maybe come back to it if that's what he wants to do. But I like to just resolve and move on. I don't like to hold on to anything. So
That's
I'm
good.
always on
That's good.
the I'm always on the opposite end of that. I'm the one that let him vent while I'm sitting up there, and I'm simmering. And then when it's my turn to talk, I'm the one I'm the one that gets cut off. So
Mhm.
I feel that on a different level, so I understand it.
Let me see. She doesn't know she can't face reality of life. Okay, you
Who
probably
doesn't
talking
know
about that.
what?
Probably talking about the chick that's probably in jail.
That's sad.
Yeah. Let me see. These females are on lifetime probation. They should be. They should be. I don't know. Let me go. Let me go to D. Come in. Go ahead. Go ahead, D.
All right, boss. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna do like James Brown. I'm gonna hit it and quit. Hey, Jazzy, you ain't got to worry about losing no conversation. You just keep them dimples, and I'll make sure you win all conversations. Hey, but listen, that was very grotesque what went down with the rapper. But see, it's not as publicized as much as they do when a man do a woman. See, when a man get like that with a woman, communication. When a man get like that with a woman, it's all over the place. But when a woman do that to a man, they stick it back up under a rock, and it's not supposed to happen. It's taboo. You can Google / women abusing men, and you will be surprised how many women that just actually dogs out men.
Yeah.
But the men can't run to the police station and say,
Right.
hey, she slapped me around and called me Susie Q. Then the guy at the desk, the sheriff at the desk, will say, oh, come on, bro, you a man. You a man. Yeah, I'm a man, but she can put ooh-wee knots on my head. What you going to do about that? Domestic abuse, whenever it's between a man and a woman, as soon as the police get on the scene, the man's automatically guilty. Like they got instances all over the place where women have been beating up themselves and try to blame it on a man. Here's a case right here real quick. I'm going to hit it and jump. Football player, quarterback.
Yeah, I saw that.
His wife, I think his last name is Haskin or something. His wife beat him up, knocked out his tooth and everything. And, usually when it's something like that, they always say it's the NFL player that's beating up the women. But look at the news. This football player, he's a quarterback. Might have been for the Steelers or something. Anyway, got his tooth knocked out by his wife. She got arrested, 1 in a million. Any other time, it's the man. I'll sit back and enjoy the rest of the program while I guzzle down this Coke.
All right. Thank you, D.
Yeah, I actually heard about that, and that's actually not his wife yet. A couple of days after that incident, he proposed to her, so they're engaged to be married. Yeah, a couple of days after she knocked his tooth out of his
Yeah,
mouth,
I ain't heard about
he
that.
proposed.
I gotta see what that's all about because that might be up on the big screen next week because I gotta see that said this woman knocked out his tooth.
Knocked the tooth out of his mouth, and he proposed to her a few days later.
Mm.
So
After he
they are
got his
now
tooth knocked out.
engaged after he got his tooth knocked out his mouth. My fault. After she knocked his tooth out of his mouth.
Wow, this world, I'm telling you, this world is jacked all the way around. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, our audience that's viewing our viewing audience. That is why I speak on the things that I speak on, and I show you these videos and these stories because sometimes, like I was saying, I do this to let you know what's really going on out here in this world and what men, these men, the men that you all love, want to be with, what we are really up against in this world, and the fantasies too, because man, oh my God. These women, Jazzy, these women that I talk to, we ain't talking about you. They really have that Walt Disney fantasy in their mind that, you know, everything's just supposed to go their way. Hello.
Everything is supposed to go whose way? The woman's way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
they got that
I
fantasy.
can't say that I agree with that. I don't.
Yeah, I know I don't agree with it. Like, no, I'm like, I even say, compromise on certain things. Not all things, but there should be some type of compromise sometimes. Like, all right, okay. I bend on
Well,
that.
no, but that's double dutching. So we can't do that.
What's double dutching?
That's ain't that what Mr. Anthony said?
Are you talking
That's
about?
double dutch, not
I'm gonna say
conversation.
this. That's why I put that up
What
there
does that mean?
because hey, I'm gonna
What is
say
that
this. I,
supposed to
I
mean?
I heard you saying there's no you was talking about agreeing to disagree. I don't know, for some reason that's something that I used to hear a lot in conversation too with the ladies, and that has always rubbed me the wrong way. Whenever I hear let's agree to disagree, because to me I feel
It
that
means to
that it
just
didn't
let
it
it
didn't it wasn't
go.
dissolved. It wasn't dissolved.
Exactly. Let it go because obviously you're not going to come to any type of mutual agreement. Let it go. Is it worth continuing the argument hours on end? No. Let it go. That's why I said if let it go for now. If y'all won't, go back to it at a later time when both parties are cooled down or when everyone is open enough to understand what the other person is trying to say and really receive what is being said. If
Oh, so you saying let it
both
go for now?
90
right,
seconds.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
right,
whoa, whoa.
right. If y'all want to go back to it later, then do that. But if both people are heated and upset, or one person ain't hearing the other ain't hearing that, what is the point of continuing what I would call a circular argument or a circular conversation? You're not getting anywhere with that.
I'm gonna tell you what one of my exes used to say, which to me is what
60
um
seconds.
which to me is what now I can identify with. She used to say, let's table this discussion. I'm like, okay, because now tabling, we are gonna let it
Mhm.
go when we come back later.
Put a
But
pin in it,
yeah.
whatever you want to call it. For right now, we can just agree to disagree. And if it's that deep, we'll talk about it later.
hmm Well, old girl said we had 60 seconds. I don't know where John was at tonight. I don't know where the heat at. He said she coming back, y'all. She said she coming back, so we'll see. Any final we're gonna stay on this communication thing. We gotta beat this thing. I don't know. Either we're gonna stay on communication or we gotta go back to this
10
super salad.
seconds.
Because man, I vibe with this question right here. This question right here, I vibe with that wholeheartedly because this has been the story of my life. Well, a man is supposed to. Well, a man is supposed to. That's all I know. I'm like, well, what you gonna do?
Hmm.
I love this question. This question gonna stay up here for real. What is it about you that should cause others to think as highly of you as you think of yourself? That's right.
It shouldn't be one thing.
What you mean it shouldn't be one thing?
It shouldn't be, it should be a few qualities about yourself that people like. If
What I'm
you're
saying is,
receptive enough or if you're open enough to share that with people, but
what
I
I'm saying,
guess.
like when a person first meets you, like they don't even know who you are. So what is it about you that they should like really highly respect? Like, yes, we should respect you because our parents taught us, don't be rude to a person, but that's about it.
I think you have to get to know a person.
Right. I agree.
As the saying is, respect is earned, it's not given. So you just have to
Right.
take your time to get to know that person, figure out what they really are, because a lot of things cannot be taken at face value or lip service. A
hmm
lot of people talk but don't back it up with genuine action.
hmm Right.
So
Oh,
I think
that's
that
that's
just takes some time.
that's a whole nother thing though. People just be talking and ain't saying nothing, Jazzy, just talking. Like, well, what are you really saying?
What I'm trying to say is, it's
Like,
past
you've
my
been trying.
bedtime.
You've been trying for the past 2-3 hours. You've been trying to say the same thing. Like, what are you talking about? But and that's why I played Kwame Brown, because he's like, man, what are they doing? They filibustering. All right, Jay, you like you tired.
I am tired.
The night just getting started.
No, the
We
night
about we about to
is past due.
we about to go turn up. We about to go turn up. The Bucks won last night. I'm about an hour and a half away from Milwaukee. We about to go turn up. No,
That's funny.
that's Dwayne's team right there. When I ain't gonna say that's his team, but yeah, no, he going for Giannis. Giannis. Man, they had a good game last night. I ain't gonna even lie, they did real good last night. All right, let me hear some final remarks from you, Miss Jazzy.
Yeah, I really don't have too much to say. I mean, my goddessness is being in question. My feelings are hurt, and I'm gonna go cry now.
Your
But
goddessness is being questioned.
my goddessness is being questioned again. So irritating and annoying.
Oh,
Um, and just for the record, I guess my final saying is my title goddess was given to me by me, and I do not need validation from any man, woman, nor child to call myself or refer to myself as goddess. It's what I say I am, and not anyone else. That's my
okay,
closing argument.
okay, all right. I mean, I never had a problem with the goddess.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
shouldn't
Because
with the Lord in front of your name.
absolutely, and that's gonna stay there. The Lord is in this place. That's right. And when the Lord is when you eating at the table with the Lord, shoot, come on, all kind of great things is getting ready to come. I am
If you
coming.
say
What do you
so.
say? I am coming on camera this month. D man,
Really?
let me get this comment off the screen. I don't even want to.
I'm like, really?
He been saying that the past 2 years. He's the
Right.
past 2 years. He been talking. I'm coming to the studio. I'm gonna put on my KKK what is it sheet, and I'm gonna put a mask on. I'm gonna come to the studio. I ain't seen the man come through yet. So when it happened, that's when I believe it. That's when I believe it. D, quit playing.
One of these years. One of these years
Right,
I'll get
one
to
of
meet
these
him.
years, right? Because I don't know, but all right. Thank you, Jazzy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We're gonna get
Anytime.
it. We're gonna get it next week. Cece, yeah, I don't know what Cece is. She was supposed to be here too. I
I
guess
don't know. I mean,
everybody busy tonight. It's all good. Everybody busy.
I don't know your people information.
I don't know their information either. I just know what people tell me. You know what I'm saying? I just know what they tell me. All right. Peace to you, Jazzy.
Bye.
Well, all right, this is what we gonna do. We gonna go ahead and shut it on down. Whoo, man, conversation, communication. It's deep, y'all. It's deep out here, and it is something that must be had. It is something that must be talked about in relationships. Period. You know. But me, I really like to make it just a little bit personal. That the conversation as far as black relationships, African American relationships, we need this therapy more than ever. How is it that we look at different other nationalities, and those nationalities love their those nationalities, you know, shows big time interest in each other. They show love, respect, and gratitude for each other out in public. Not saying that we don't do it, but it's not really big on a wide scale. Here's another question that comes into play: is um, that black men we really need to get back to a point to where we take care of our women. Not take care, to protect. That's the word. Protect our women. But then here's another situation though. We got to get to a point where, okay, if we're gonna protect our women, then we have to feel that our women loves us. Come on. Get back to, well, since I'm a woman, you supposed to do this automatically. No, I don't even feel no love by you. You just got through dogging me out. You just got through dogging me out to somebody on the phone. But now, since you are afraid because you heard a sound, you seen a spider, a mouse, or something, I'm supposed to automatically jump in and take care of you. No, it don't work like that. Come on, it don't work like that. This. Hey, I don't know if we talking about communication or not, but this is a conversation that need to be had. How do you expect a man to really protect you when you dog this man? He ain't protecting nothing. Come on, let's go back to the question at hand. Yeah, I'm about to get on this. We're gonna take a break from communication. We're gonna get up off of communication next week, because we gotta really talk about this. What is it about you that should cause others to think as highly of you as you think of yourself? Come on now. I could care less about a woman talking about, well, since I'm a woman, you supposed to give me a rose. I care less about that. Well, since I'm a woman, you supposed to buy me a steak dinner. I care less about that. But what I would care about is, you know what? This woman, she really has uh, shown herself to really be a genuine human being. She has shown herself to really be a woman that I can trust. She has really shown herself to be that. So since she's shown herself to be that, you know what? Would you like to go out? Would you like a steak this week? Or would you like a drink? So you got to show yourself approved. You just can't step up in here and think you just gonna get something for nothing. That's why I go to Nephew Tommy. That's why I play Nephew Tommy. He talk about the 250. Yeah, everybody's time is being wasted. You know what I'm saying? So this man, he gonna plan the date. This man is gonna pick you up. This man gonna pay for the meal. This man is gonna drop you off. And if you don't really like the man, you just gonna delete his number and forget you even spoke to him. Ain't that crazy? What kind of world is this that we live in where that is socially acceptable? You know what I'm saying? We have made these things socially acceptable in our world until people think that's normal. People think that's absolutely right. No. And I'm not saying that the woman should have gave Nephew Tommy the 250, but there should be some type of, well, now, how about I come pick you up? Come on, ladies. How about I come pick you up? Or if not that, man, let me get Dwayne on the screen. I need to let me get Dwayne on the screen. I didn't get hot. I'm just saying, like, how about if not that, how about I help pay for the meal? How about I put a tip down? How about we stop using these? How about we stop trying to go with the norm or what our grandfather Big Martin told us, and really go with what is out here in this world? Do you I mean, for real, like, Like for real. That's what the word that. Hold on, Jazzy still. I gotta ask Jazzy a question. I gotta ask Jazzy a question. Jazzy, I gotta ask you a question.
What?
Are you still here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm reading what you just wrote. Okay, I gotta
Mm-hmm.
ask you. I gotta ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been on a date with a man and he didn't spend everything on you? He didn't pick you up, dropped you off, and afterwards, you didn't really feel him, and you just threw him in it. You just
Dang.
left him alone. Have you ever done that?
I have not ever done that.
Well, that's good. And the thing is, you saying I got to get off the women,
You
but that's
do.
all. I only
It's
date women though,
irritating.
Jazz. I only date women. I don't
Yeah,
date
you only
nobody else.
date
I only
women,
date
but you
women.
can still bring balance and say what men could do better also. But I have not done that because I do not go out on a date with someone that I am not interested in. If I'm not interested, you're not taking me anywhere.
So you said it. You shut it down at the top. That's
It's
cool.
yeah, yeah. I don't do that. I don't have time. And to play with someone's time, money, energy, effort, that's wrong. You're reaping bad karma that way.
But you know what I've heard too as a rebuttal. I've heard women say, "Well, I don't really know if I like the man until we go out and spend some time together."
Mm-mm. No. See, but it's interesting because like I told you before, Tyron, in private conversations that I um like to potentially date men that I kind of already know
Oh,
or
okay.
am aware of versus a complete stranger because I'm much more guarded with a complete stranger than I am with someone that's kind of already a little bit, in the circle of people that I know.
Mm, okay, I hear you. I hear you. But for the record, no, look. I love women, but we
Hmm.
just calling out the flunkery of what happened. For real, you
I
laughing? I'm just saying
get
we just calling out what happens.
it,
You know
but
what I'm
it's to
saying?
be shared amongst both women and men. It's not just women
Okay, I read. Okay,
because women
ladies, tell
have
me what
just
some
as
of these
many
men do.
bad experiences as the men do.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So, ladies, tell me. Hold on. All right, there we go. So, ladies, tell me exactly what y'all have going on.
What as far as
Honestly, for real, I'm about the balance. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm about the balance. So I'm willing to listen to what the ladies have going on. What have you experienced? I just, I'm going off of my experiences, but because thing is, I'm gonna tell you something that irks me with men. This ain't got nothing to do with dating. This ain't got nothing to do with dating.
I
But
hope not.
no, I'm just talking about with the behavior. There are some things that I know that men does as far as the dating that irks me as well. That irks me as well. Like whew, let me see, like the whole idea of being afraid. It's men that just be afraid to approach women, and I'm
That is
like
so
that irks
true.
me.
That's
Yeah,
annoying.
yeah. I'm
That
like, why
is
are you
annoying.
afraid? Don't be afraid to approach her. But no, this right here don't have nothing to do with dating. This is something that really been bothering me all week. Is how I've been watching a lot of podcasts. Again, shout out to Kwame Brown. I've been watching a lot of podcasts on YouTube, and I
Oh,
see
yeah.
Kwame Brown. He has opened up his platform to allow the people to come and speak, and the main ones that's coming on his platform, that the main ones that what we call a troll, a cloud chaser, that just want to say something ignorant or silly to a person to so people laugh and giggle. It's men. There's no women that's coming on there talking crazy to him like that. It's men, and I'm like, that is really bad. That's a bad look. Same as Kevin Samuels. I look at his platform. I don't really see women trolling Kevin Samuel. They may be saying stuff that annoy Kevin Samuel. They may be getting an attitude or whatever, but they not trolling. They not coming on the platform to say, "Yo, Kevin, you a stink, you a stink motherfucker," and then and giggle. No, but these are men. These are men actually coming on the other men platform, saying this to people, and they like, well, who are you? You ain't even shook my hand yet, and you done already called me a stank motherfucker. That's poor.
Mm,
That is bad. As a man, that is really stupid. All right.
it is childish.
Yeah, like
Um,
why would you do that?
yeah. As far as dating, I guess uh the approach, like what you mentioned earlier, guys being, intimidated to approach, that can be
Yeah.
annoying. I think guys should get better at that because I think
Mhm.
that um, the power now seems to lean more towards the women, that the women need to be more, why don't we approach you all? I think it's probably getting to be a little too much of that.
Yeah, they say they why they approach. I mean honestly, that doesn't bother me if a woman approaches a man. I mean, because sometimes the man may not have seen that the woman was interested. Man may not even seen it.
So is that why y'all don't?
No, 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 no. I'm talking about like I know situations I've been in where, excuse me, where I've had women say, "How dare you go get in a relationship when you knew I was over here waiting?" And I'm like, I didn't even know you existed. I didn't even know you existed.
Mm.
So you maybe you should have said something.
I
Should
mean,
have
I feel like
said
that was her
something.
fault. If she was interested and she knew you were single, then yeah, that was her fault for not saying
That's what I'm
nothing.
there. That's what I'm saying. Like
So she can't
that's
get
what I
mad
mean.
if you do end up in a relationship.
Yeah, like how dare you? I've had that, and I've had other male buddies tell me that women said the same thing to them. Like, man, like you ain't gonna believe who got interest in me. I'm like, who? Such and such and such. And she gonna tell me after she seen me with old girl. I was like, what? Oh, that's how it is. Sometimes the floodgate just
When
open
you're
wide
taken.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I think
Mm-mm.
another thing, I haven't had any recent bad dating experiences, but I think some years ago, um, one of my annoyances with men were the wanting to come over and chill. The Netflix, I guess this is when Netflix and chill really started to be a big thing. I That was very, very irritated with that, especially with that being like maybe the first or second date you coming over to somebody's place. Like I was not used to doing that so soon. I'm like, I feel like that's we at boyfriend and girlfriend status at that point, not for a second or third date, so that you can save money on not, so you can save time and money on, spending anything.
Well,
You
I
just want to
mean,
Netflix and chill.
yeah, I mean, men. Now, I'm gonna speak for the ladies, man. Men, at least the first date, we can't be offering Netflix and chill. Okay, we can't be offering Netflix
Not
and chill.
the first date.
I mean, you could. I've
Why is
offered
that
dick on the
okay
first
on
date.
the second or third date?
Why is what okay on the second and third date?
Se- sex and chill. Netflix and chill.
Sex and chill, that too.
I didn't mean
That too.
I
I
didn't
see.
mean
I see what's
sex.
on your mind. I see what's on your mind, girl. I see
Shut up. I didn't mean that.
ya.
That definitely slipped out. But no, I'm
Oh,
just
it
saying, like,
slipped. It slipped
what?
out. Okay. Okay, girl.
I'm gonna hang up.
so okay, so
I think that's just too soon. I think a second and third date
so when
or
should a
going over
man
to somebody else's house is too soon. But
okay,
like I
okay,
said, that was some years ago when I with that.
so when should a man offer Netflix and chill?
Like I feel like that's boyfriend, girlfriend type status. Or we've known each other for a while, or I'm comfortable enough with you coming over. I just don't think it should be like the first few weeks or so of getting to know someone.
I get you that with the comfortable part. Let a person get comfortable with you. Okay, so men, yes, men, wait till the woman is comfortable with you before you offer her the Netflix and chill. All right, now with that being said, me personally, I wouldn't have if I was really feeling a woman and she was like, you know what, I don't really like going out to eat. I like to cook and stay in the house. Babe, I'm about to come over there to the crib and we about to eat. And like, hey, and then she'd be like, hey, would you like to watch a movie afterwards? Let's do that. Is that a problem?
No, as long as the woman is the one that's initiating that part.
Why do
Like,
the woman? Why do the woman
because
have to initiate it?
I need to be the one to say that it is okay for you to come to my house, not you invite yourself to my house.
Okay, can I invite you to my house?
Now you can, yeah,
Okay, okay.
but you can't tell me, uh, why don't you cook something? I want to come over on such and such and such and such. Like, no, let me invite you.
Oh, okay. I feel you. I feel you on that. Okay, I feel you. So now, men, this is what you do. Because I hope y'all men is paying attention to what's going on here. This is what you do now,
Oh
man, is
God.
that you set the parameter. I mean, since because thing is, what's going on? We as we having this conversation, there are parameters being built, and I do agree with you on the comfortable part because that's when I talk about sex, having sex, I make sure that if I'm gonna have sex with a woman, I make sure that this woman is, giving me every sign in the book that she ready to have sex, from the getting butt naked and all that, because I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. I'll make sure she not drunk, she ain't got no weed, she ain't weeded out, none of that. I don't want to be no misunderstanding. Okay. So let me see what we got. Oh, okay. Man, I might have to bring Dwayne back up here to talk. For some reason, I feel like talking tonight, and I know we going past our normal time,
Far
but
past.
I know, but I'm just hyped up for some reason. I am really hyped up tonight. I am really hyped up because my man, this question that my man asked really got me hyped. It got me hyped. This is gonna be the new narrative, Jazzy.
It's a good
Just watch.
question.
Say what?
You bringing that one
I'm talking about
question
this.
up, I think.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about as far as
Yeah, what is your narrative?
the new wave of the world. That's gonna
Hmm.
be the new wave right there. Men really gonna start really, especially when we talk about high value, high earning. Men are really gonna start questioning this. Like, why should I do all this for you? Hello.
Well, the thing is that a man shouldn't even have to ask himself that question, because if you are a woman of value and he really likes you, then the question is already answered for him. If you
Mm,
have all the qualities that he is looking for or that he has seen in you, then his question should already be answered, whether good or bad, whether it be good or bad.
mm.
But
So
again, like I said before, that
it's
it takes time
nonverbal.
to get to know a person.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. It just sounded a little like a non-verbal communication, like where he should already know. And sometimes that's not
He
necessarily the
should
case.
he should be able to see what it is that he's looking for,
Um,
what's a turn on, what's a turn off.
okay, okay. Because I want to get on to the subject of sex. This ain't, the subject of sex. I believe that there should be communication about sex when two individuals are getting ready at that point where they're like, all right, I'm ready to get busy. I believe that there should be a conversation because if I've never had sex with you, if you never had sex to me, with me, that means that my body is a version of your body is a version of my body. So I don't know whatever it is that you like. I don't know that. I don't know that you might like your ears being pulled. I don't know that. You're gonna have to tell me, hey, I like my ears being pulled. I like my ass grabbed. You're gonna have to
Hmm.
tell me that because I'm not gonna know.
Can
But
can that can that be had during sex? Can that conversation be had during sex?
It could be had during, before,
Because
and
I'm
even
like,
after.
yeah,
And even after.
we don't want to make it awkward. So,
I mean, because I'm gonna say this, I've had like different chat rooms I've been in. I see women talking like I see women talking about they different sex capades and sex situations that they've been in. Hold on, somebody sending me stuff talking about peep this. I had to check that out after the show, bro. If you watching the show, I had to check that out later. But I've had different talks with, I mean, not different talks, but I've seen different chat room where women talking about, oh, this man, he couldn't do this, he couldn't do that, and he a man, he need to know how to do this. Like, wait, he don't know you, so how do he know that's what you want? And I know plenty of women that are like, no, I don't tell no man what to do. If he don't know how to sex me the right way, he gonna get one shot and then he's done. One shot and done.
that is so stupid. That is just real stupid.
I'm
I
gonna
cannot
say
stand
this.
that when people do that. You
I'm gonna
have
say
to,
this.
one size does not fit all.
Right. I'm gonna say this before I bring them in. Look, we are all family, and whatever it is we got
Yeah,
against each other tonight, we gonna let it out tonight. We gonna let it out because Dwayne, he gonna join the chat. What's up, Dwayne? So whatever you got to say to Jazzy, go ahead and get it popping.
I mean, I ain't really got to say nothing to Jazzy, but good evening. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
going
Yeah,
going back
what's
to going
understood does not need an explanation.
facts. I mean,
But
going back
we
to
family though, and we gonna at certain times we might all be in the studio like we are now. So I just want to keep the peace. That's all.
facts,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, it goes back to the whole agree to disagree statement. There's no such thing. That's number one. Yeah, you find ways
To
to
you,
say
there's no such thing.
as again
Let that be number
that,
one
that
to you.
was
See, come on, can we be family, y'all? Can we be family?
Okay, I'll be nice.
Okay, go ahead, Dwayne.
because I mean, I'm not.
I'll
not
be
gonna
nicer.
I'm not gonna play double dutch. So at the end of the day, when you talk about agreeing to disagree, as somebody once told me, you agree to disagree because you really can't prove your point. So when you can't prove your point, then you go back and forth, you double dutch. But when both people can prove their point, that's how you have a conversation. Then it elevates to teaching. And if it's teaching, then you have a class. It's levels. So when it comes down to it, we're talking about maturity, and that's where I come with. At the end of the day, how anything I say, I can break it down. I can make a great visual because you know how I feel about the majority, not all, the majority of females today. That's why a woman can act the way you just gave an example of about the bedroom, because I call it the ooh 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 epidemic,
Right.
because it just because anybody that has children, they know who says ooh ooh ooh. Your children walk down Walmart's toy aisle and they go crazy. I had to get mine together every time. How many times we got to redirect this thing because you're not getting everything?
Right.
And it's the same way that most women act in day and time. It's ooh ooh ooh. You can't have everything. So when we talk about the men and all this different stuff, you're not supposed to get men. You're supposed to get one. But this world is messed up, and that's why you have all these issues, because people need to go back to square one. Let's be real. A lot of women want to wait. What's that? The 90-day rule and all these other little special rules about sex and all this other stuff because they want to feel like a lady. 9 out of 10, they want sex more than us, but they want to feel like a lady. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure these extra days are tacked on because I gotta feel like a lady. Knowing doggone well they want it more than us. Then by the time they get a taste, they want to tell you what you got to do, how long you got to last, what you better know. Sex 9 out of 10 is gonna be very boring when you first interact with somebody because it should be a teaching experience between the both of you.
Absolutely.
We got to figure out each other's body, but ain't nobody got time for that because we children. And that's the only way when I'm coming about something, anything, it's going to be very adult. I'm 40 years old. I don't have time to play. 20s, 30s, even teens, I wasn't acting like some of these mugs out here acting. And that's why I thank God for my upbringing. And that's why I say it's not all women, it's not all men. Some people had the great support of great upbringing, whether it was by their grandparents stepping in, whether they saw their mother and fathers, whatever the case may be. But this world is tormented. And they show it through every time. I show you all the time, Instagram, everything. Every clip is some woman twerking. By the time she get in the bedroom, she lazy. She ain't doing that same stuff in the bedroom. But she got all these marching orders. Make me think about that little movie, Strictly Business, with your boy Tommy Davidson. Say it's like military style. Left, right, hump, like pump, left, hump. Like you got all these things to say while you be lazy, but when you get your girl, you twerking up a storm. Bring that to the bedroom. Since you got so much to say. We got a lot of very delusional females out here in these streets. Very delusional. And it's ridiculous. And even the video that I shared with you, I don't think it was extreme at all. Great show. I don't think it was extreme at all because, as I tell young men all the time, come to the table with your honesty.
Right.
Because you can look at the news segments all the time and see, oh, what do they call it? In a lover's quarrel. It all of a sudden happened. No, it didn't all of a sudden happen. Some man lied to a woman, or some woman lied to a man, or somebody couldn't understand no, and they took somebody's life and they can't get that back. This little girl had to see she lost her mother and her father.
And then she did it in front of the little girl.
Facts.
Ooh, man, that part right there messed me up. That messed me up. I'm like, man, you killed this girl's father.
And that's
right
why
in front of her.
And that's why I'm glad that the narrator reiterated that she raped that man. Let's get away from the bravado. She raped him. She stole his seed. He couldn't even protect himself. She stole it. She raped him. Since we want to be on Bill Cosby, when the great majority of those females, they was asking for him to take Quaaludes and everything else. They wanted those thrills. They can band together as a unit and try to say whatever they want to say. They were wanting that stuff. And that's why they made side deals. And most of these people that accuse these high-profile men, they're taking the deals because they know what they did behind closed doors. They know what they did. They wanted the thrills. And so then when you speed it up to this young lady or Cardi B or somebody like that, who it's been proven what they've done to drug men or whatever.
She's done it. Yeah,
we just gonna sweep that under the carpet because it's got to be about bravado. Nah, forget all that. It's the same thing. You rape this world is not gonna be behind the Corey Hams and the Corey Feldmans and all that like they rock behind Me Too movement.
Okay, let me stop and ask Jazzy this. This is my thing. Do you feel that this world caters more to men or women? Our country that we live
in. To me, it's a little bit of a hard question to answer. I'll say that certain states do cater more to women than men. But I do think that it's more so leaning more towards the women than it is the men. I'll say that.
Okay, that was part of why I was saying earlier about that. As a man, we got to get back to protecting our women, but we also want to feel the love from our women as well, because that's why I talk about different other nationalities like Latino, Italian, Haitian, Jamaican. When I see these men with their women, it don't even matter if they woman is in the wrong. You better not step to their woman no type of way.
But you know why that is, Ty?
Go ahead.
You know why that is, big bro? Because at the end of the day, you're going to protect what's yours with your life. See, Jazzy's car being broken into versus my car being broken into, it's a different perspective on her side and my side. She might look out the window and give me a call and say, "Hey, Anthony, somebody's trying to get in your car." But there's going to be something that triggers in her that might make her, you don't know until you're actually in the situation. People could tell you all the time, man, if your house is burning up, don't try to get anything, get out of there. If somebody try to break in your house, don't try to fight it, get out of there. But how many situations we heard where some instincts kicked in and somebody tried to save this or save that or cherish this in a fire or in a robbery or whatever the case may be? My whole point is, when it's yours, it's a different thing. So when people say protect so-called black women, you can only protect what's yours. And when you walking out here, and I know women, I've crossed paths with them on many occasions. I know you have.
Yeah.
Get in their feelings because you open the door for them, can't smile for you.
Yeah, I've had that too.
I've
Yeah.
opened doors for women. Listen to me. You know what I do for a living.
Right.
I've had the cart in one hand, brother. One hand. Tilted back with 30 cases on it. And I'm opening the door for myself and still holding it for a woman. No thank you, no nothing. Just walk past. No, grab the door for me so I can walk in with all this stuff. It just is what it is. And watch me struggle.
And I do that. That's what I'm saying. I do that all the time too. Like the question that the brother Carl Lewis asked about, what is it about you? I'm like, man, as far as like what what they say, chivalry and stuff, oh man, I've opened doors and I still do to this day. It ain't like I stopped doing that because that's who I am. I am that person. I open doors, I greeted women, and you right. Have straight up attitude. Like, wait, what you open the door for me for? Why you smiling? Why you say hello? I got coworkers that's kind of negative like that in that way. And I'll be like, wow. But I don't let that stop me from being who I am. I just, be like, man, I just, think about it. And I'm like, wow, look, I mean, what type of world is that we really live in where a man can't even really be nice to a woman?
It's crazy because now everybody see the thing is, going back to the whole communication. See, this is an awesome show, awesome topic.
Appreciate it, bro.
To be dealt with, man, because we got war out the gate, bro. We got war out the gate, Jazzy, out the gate. Because a man could just say hello, and there's a lot of women that just think, well, the last two brothers tried to holler at me. He probably trying to holler at me too. I'm gonna be mean to him. What you want? I just said hello. I got a woman. I got this. I got that. I'm just saying hello. My job is communication, brother. I work with all store owners. I make deals with them. They get me checks in my hand. This is what I do. So if I'm crossing by people tell me a dude told me the other day, I was looking at my computer. He thought it was my phone and said, whatever somebody texted you, you must make you real happy because you smiling hard. No, I'm just happy to be alive. This ain't even my phone. This is my computer. It ain't got nothing to do with this. It ain't a text. It ain't no communication. I'm just happy. I thank God for life. And that's how I am with people on a regular. When I brush shoulders with them, I'm just a nice man.
Hold on, wait, pause. Did you say anything? Did you say anything, Jazzy?
No.
See, okay. No, I'm gonna say something. The thing is, Dwayne, the reason why Dwayne say what he say is because of our experiences. It ain't that. I don't believe Dwayne got anything against you, Jazzy. He ain't got nothing against you. It's just
nobody.
He's speaking from experience. That's what I do. I speak from experiences. I'm like, honestly, if I want to speak about Jazzy, why is Jazzy my friend? Because Jazzy has shown herself to be a friend to me. She's shown herself to be a real cool person. That's why she's my friend. But when I'm talking about women, I'm talking about the ones that I have dated, the ones I've communicated with on a different level. But being Jazzy, we cool.
Facts. And I mean, it ain't even all
personal. Because you and I haven't dated. Maybe that's the difference.
No,
maybe
but I'm
you
saying,
are a completely different person when you're dating someone.
Yeah, of course, I'm different. Yeah, when I'm dating, but I'm just saying, even certain friendships, we talking about just a regular platonic friendship, like some of those, I've been in, have kind of dissipated. But I'm just saying though, like when I'm speaking about women, and when Dwayne is speaking about women, we are not speaking about you. You know what I'm saying? We just really talking about our experiences what we've read, you know, what we read on this Facebook, and because the thing is, people actually, you know, even though this Facebook is supposed to be like make believe, but people actually tell their true feelings on that Facebook
Facts.
because they ain't doing it at home, but they actually on that Facebook and Instagram, they really gonna tell you how it really is. But you know, at the end when you see them in person, they might be a little nicer because you're now in person, but on behind that screen that Anthony talks about behind that screen, they
Because
rough with
they're just as fake as the delusion. Facebook is a delusion, and they are a delusion. That's why I call it the faux clan, the FIFA faux clan. Because at the end of the day, they ain't real. They not real, and so they get behind. Dude, if you can remember some of the pictures that I showed you, some of the pictures I showed you with some of these women how they take their selfies, dude, they dang them making love to their phone. Have you ever looked at a man the way you looking at that selfie?
Come on.
You done got yourself set up, looking all layered up under the makeup and this, that, the other. We don't know if your nose real. You telling the dude to be a real man, take your lashes off and be real with me. Take your wig off, throw your wig and be real with me. Because I'm gonna tell you, a great majority of us real men don't want all that foolishness, man. We want to know who you are. We don't got the time for that. But see, the dudes that's talking like this, they making excuses, man. Oh, y'all say y'all want that, but blah, blah, blah. No, well, that's the dudes that you dealing with. Because I promise you, we ain't out here looking for that. Y'all, these women going to Dr. Miami and all this other little different stuff. Then they coming to the little faux page.
They done made Dr. Miami rich than them all.
Coming to the fake book trying to show off what they got. And then when you 40 and 50 and you got all them foul toxins coming from your body, I mean, a dude lay with you and he's smelling toxins and different things. Like, what's going on? What's going on here? And they body all corrupt because they got all these foreign agents in their body. You gonna regret it, man. You gonna regret it. Ask K. Michelle. I think that's who it was who was doing all that fake stuff with herself. You know what I'm saying? Did she really need to sit down and talk with these females?
K. Michelle, yeah, she looked different than a mug.
Yeah, because her booty exploding and all kind of stuff.
Ooh wee.
Just foolishness, man.
Ooh wee. Now I gotta ask Jazzy a question. Jazzy. Can you be the black man's ally and get these goofy acting women together? For real, that's what I'm saying. That's what we need. We need other women to get these goofy acting women together. For real.
Well, you know, like I told you before, transparency is important. You know, I can't go around checking folk and I don't know the full story.
Well, no. I mean, you know, I ain't saying that, but yeah,
I know. I'm just messing with you, but I feel like I am. It's some things are just different to me because just like what you all were saying with regard to opening up the door for a woman, not getting a smile, not getting a high back. I cannot comprehend that because anytime someone does something as simple as that, it does deserve a, oh, thank you. Because I realized you didn't have to do that. You could have just kept it moving. But that's just me. Maybe that's because that's how I was raised. Somebody does something nice, I don't know, you say thank you. Someone holds the door open. Thanks.
Right.
Keep it moving. Sometimes, I will say though, sometimes that men will hold the door open to get a better look at your behind, but other than that, you know, sometimes they get
facts as well. Facts as well. I mean,
because I've gotten that a lot.
But you might as well. It's a 2 for 1. Might as well get a 2 for 1. Can a man get a 2 for 1?
Can you just open the door and be nice without getting a better look at my behind?
But I mean, how do you know that? Because I'm not gonna tell you, hey girl, you got a nice ass. I ain't gonna say. I'm not gonna say you got a nice ass.
And that's the thing. You can feel the eye. You can feel the eyes, or you saw the eyes. That's war talk.
Both.
You can feel the eyes, or you saw the eyes. Every time.
Oh, she said both, Dwayne.
Both.
It's a mini that
I gotta, if I feel it, I'm gonna turn around and look.
Yeah, because I done had women try to look at me and check me. I'm like, wait, a nigga can't look? I'm like, I'm just looking. Like, what you looking at? I was like, you know what? I got smart. I got really crafty with it. She was like, what you looking at? I said, God's beautiful creation. Keep on walking, girl.
Wow.
Ah, just saying, we
Wow.
just getting a 2 for 1 because I ain't about to say nothing about your behind. I'm just like, hey girl, how you doing? Here you go. Let me get that dough for you. I'm gonna get that dough, and as you walk about, I'm be like, thank you, God. Look at God. Look at
Yeah,
God.
them creep like comments is exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm not gonna say it out loud where you can hear it. I'm just gonna be
But
saying to
you
myself.
saying it, but you mumbling it. Sometimes y'all men be so into what you looking at, you don't even realize you done said something out loud. Mm, mm. That.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, I get that women do that a lot. Women do that a lot,
facts.
but it was something else that trips me
It
out
just got to
though.
be Morris Chestnut or somebody. That's all.
Well, here goes something that tripped me out. Okay, last year I was I was with a young lady, and we was both at this little outdoor concert, and like she clearly, like, it was another woman that was outside. Her car was parked next to the lady I was dating, and clearly she see me with the woman. We all hugged up. But this chick is trying to come at me something dangerous. Like, after I got through hugging the chick I was with, right?
Mhm.
I walked right past her, the lady that was the chick that was parked next to her. I walked right past her. She was like, mm, mm, mm. Why you with her? She mumbled that up under her breath. I just kept going. I'm not about to even respond. I'm just keep walking. Then later on that night, I see the girl again, and she was like, "Oh, that chocolate, what a waste." I'm like, "Oh my God, what are you
Oh,
doing?" She
it's
said, "What
funny.
a waste," because I wasn't coming at her. But I'm like, you just seen me all hugged up with a woman. So why would I be trying to come at you?
Facts. It's crazy you said that, man, because I had to check my mother one time. You know, my mother's never been married, but I had to check her one time because I'm like, Mom, if you don't stop. So you know what I'm saying? She was around. You know, I'm with one of my close friends. Actually, my a couple of my friend. He's a godfather. Him and his wife. You know, they the
Okay.
godparents of a couple of my children. And we was at this little event, and she seen my guy's mother, then seen her husband, and my guy father. He a cool little dude. My mother over here, I hear her, I see her looking, talking about, man, that's who he with. I'm like, Mom, if you don't go sit down somewhere, man, you don't go sit down, man.
It was a
I'm
thought
just,
that just
I'm
happened
just, I'm
out
just,
loud.
I'm just saying, she could. That's who she with. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm like, stop it, just stop it,
Like, that's who she with. She could do better.
man. I'm like that woman's like my auntie, man. Don't do that.
Yeah. Well, all right, y'all. I think I'm starting to see double now. I think I'm getting a little sleepy. Man, this was good right here. Like, we went long tonight. I don't know. I was just hyped up, but yeah, we're gonna go back to my man's question next week. Cause yeah, this yeah, we really
That's
got to
all.
get on that.
That's an awesome question, man. Awesome question, and it's crazy because right when I was typing a response to that, you have sent me the email, but
Oh
sent me the
yeah.
link or whatever. But it made me think about something that I was talking about with Will McCraven, man. Shout out to my man Still Will.
Man, we're
He
gonna have to get
said,
Will up here one day,
"Yeah,
man.
man, yeah,
Link him up, man. Link him up with me.
yes, sir. He been
Uh,
working. He been working in the background on his show. He started to start a podcast.
oh, he
So
going to start one?
yeah, he done made a lot of material so far too.
I bet,
Yeah, so
bet.
he
Okay.
about to put it out. But he also did his before and after reveal. A man six packed out now. So
I
you know,
seen that. I seen
yeah,
that.
yeah. And boy, his story was going crazy with them ladies, man. But
What?
the main ones was the ones that was talking smack too. But
Always.
like he said, man, he said, he said he made a comment to me last week. He said, I feel, what I'm saying, how a lot of these women today that talk a lot of this smack, how they talk about they worth.
Yeah.
They lying about their worth because going back to Kevin Samuels, they'll spend all these years going after the degrees, going after the careers, and then they look up, they late 40s and 50s, ain't putting no time into a family and a man, and clearly you didn't know your worth because you gave all your years to a business that clearly didn't know your worth. So they pimped you out for all these years, and you probably ain't got a whole lot of retirement and savings up. You know what I'm saying? You still got to live after the fact. So if you really knew your worth, it would start there. It would start in the fact that, you know what, my years should get invested into a family versus a career and degrees, because I can't get warm with degrees. And ain't no man looking at degrees saying, dang, that degree sexy. Nah, we ain't doing that. That ain't in our nature. That's why the door get open when we look. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's nature. So we gonna do that. We're not gonna look at the degree and the career and say, dang, her money's sexy than a mug. Nah, sorry, we don't care about that because we out there in the streets making our own money.
Right. Facts.
So that does not get equated when we looking at you making a decision. We're gonna look at you for who you are.
Right, because the thing is that a lot of times when a man is really looking at a woman, as far as the degrees, no, he's trying to really figure out, okay, how can this woman support my mission as the man? How can how can you really, how can we both gel together? But as the man, the so-called territorial one, but that's a whole nother little topic right there. The so-called territorial one. How do you as the woman support me and what I got going on, and so the two of us can connect together, coexist, and become one?
Facts, because the car is already moving. And that's the thing about it, is people have to understand. And that's why I always go after purpose. When we talk in private, what I always tell you, bro, get that purpose. Everything else will come. Because you're going after your purpose as a man is essential. Because I'm going to tell you, get with the right woman. We saw the movie Acrimony. If you paid attention to it, the reason why there was acrimony is because dude wasn't on his purpose. Nothing was materialized. And so Taraji got mad. She got pissed. That's every woman in America, if depending on who she with. If you ain't fulfilling, she gonna be the first one waiting to cheer you or tell you, brother, what you doing? She gonna be the first one. Now, do you really want to hear those harsh words from her, or do you want to hear the support? So that's why you go after your purpose way before a woman, way before her, so that everything is in order. So that you're in your car. Your car is your purpose. Your car is your mission. That's already flowing. So by the time you meet her, you just open the passenger door. And when she sits in that front seat next to you, the way a woman multitasks and moves and multiplies, she don't need you, bro. She just gonna move naturally. You think I'm lying? Let her ask you to fix something in the house too long. She gonna just start doing it. Because by nature, a woman is a navigator. She gonna navigate. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when she sits in the front seat, she your eyes, she your covering, she your extra set of hands.
Absolutely.
Because if you take your eyes off the road, the car gonna swerve. She gonna be the first one to tell you, boy, what you doing? Pay attention. So you gotta be on your. I'm telling you, dude. That's why I say 93, 95% focused on your purpose. She'll be good. Because while she's watching you work, she ain't gonna have no choice but to get along. She ain't gonna have no choice. Because
what you say about that, Jazzy? Are we speaking facts, Jazzy? Come on, we bear witness tonight.
You know what? I really like to kind of limit what I say because I think in order for me to speak about that, I would have to speak from a point of experience.
Yeah.
And I have not experienced that, unfortunately.
Okay. Because I'm saying I'm glad we got a woman. I want more women to come on here and join the platform, because for real, like let us know if you think us men is talking like we don't know what we talk about, say it, and we address it. But I totally agree with what Dwayne saying, is that for real, we gotta, as long as we focusing on us and we staying in our lane, you know what I'm saying, everything gonna be good, because he right. I've been with women that, I've been with some women that, hey, they seen me doing this and that. They was trying to help out, see how they can help out and join the program.
Yep, absolutely. And that's the whole point. Like I've heard people that say, You know, we had a great conversation one time. Somebody, oh, a woman is the key to a man's success. Like one of the biggest things we gotta do, we gotta unearth a lot of comments that have been said over time.
Right.
2 of the worst comments ever. We said one, that agree to disagree mess, but 2 of the biggest fallacies is when you say that a woman is a man's backbone and you say she's the key to his success. Both are false. Both are false. My woman's gonna be by my side. My God is my backbone. Okay, he's been my backbone from day one. I had him always. I found purpose before I even got her. So the only place for her is by my side. You know what I'm saying? She's not somebody for me to trample on. She's not somebody for me to abuse. She's by my side.
Right.
That's why she came from the rib, because she protects my heart. In other words,
on.
anything that we saw what happened with Samson and Delilah. He was so caught up and in love that he couldn't understand that the woman wasn't protecting him. A real woman, you give her your most secret dreams and ambitions, she's going to multiply those seeds. That's how she protects you. The way that you protect her is that you guide her properly. You should have absolute order in your home.
Right.
Absolute order in your mission. So that she is confident in your movements.
Come on.
Now she can trust you. She can trust you because as I joke with you all the time, we can't walk outside every day and be like, Mortal Kombat. That ain't how we protect these women. We're not gonna be out here banging them. We have bloody eyes and black eyes and broken limbs every day. People shot up, all kind of stuff, because women think, oh, he's 6'9", he gonna I'm secure. And them be some of the brothers get towed down the quickest.
I'm telling you,
that ain't what we talking about.
Chop them down low.
Facts. Real true protection is what a man can teach you. And a man should not get married or have children if he has nothing to teach.
Ooh, that's facts right there, for real. Like, if you ain't got nothing to bring to the table, what is your purpose, man? What is your purpose, man? This deep. We get back to this next week. I enjoyed this, man. Shout out to Jazzy, Dwayne. I ain't really got too much more to say, but next week, ladies and gentlemen, check us out. Please, if you are new to the platform, have not subscribed to our YouTube page, please head on over to BZNZ Talk, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to let you know when we are live. And I do plan on coming on a little bit more than once a week. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to call Mr. Cappy tomorrow to see if we can schedule another one of the men talk before the end of this month, before this month is out. Hell, if we can get a talk for Saturday, we just might. No, I ain't got all my equipment with me. No, I had to go to Indianapolis to get my equipment. So no, we won't be able to do that. But yeah, we can get a talk by the end of this month. Yeah, we're gonna get it popping. Seriously, we're gonna get it popping.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Jazzy. Any final words, Jazzy?
Yeah. As far as to reiterate my agree to disagree again is to say, put a pin in it. Let's hold off, talk about it later. Let's revisit. At the end of the day, any type of discussion is going to be seen from that person's point of perception in the way that they are perceiving it. If you are not getting any understanding, then why not just pause and take a break so that we can get to a point where I'm understanding what you're saying and you're understanding what I'm saying. It's not about the words chosen. It's about the intention behind what I'm saying. If I'm saying let's agree to disagree, then I'm saying I don't want to continue this argument and have a circular convo. I just want to let's let it go for right now and go back to it when we both are at a point of reception where I can receive what you're telling me and vice versa.
All right, okay,
Yeah,
okay. I rock with it. I rock with it. All right, good night. Good night. Any final words, Dwayne?
No, man. Just appreciate you letting me come on, man. You know, I'm always supporting you.
No problem. You know, absolutely.
At this gym, and I'm working, and then when I listening to you working out, and then I'm in the car I say, let me go ahead and pop over here real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I always appreciate. You know, I'm gonna support you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
You know, so yeah, man. Rest well. Be safe, bro. Hey, I was gonna hit you up because I say, man, we might have to make that Milwaukee trip happen on Saturday.
Yeah. Telling you, I'm about an hour and a half, not too far away. I might have to dip up to Milwaukee and see what's going on. What the scene looking like in Milwaukee.
Yes, sir. I ain't got you know, I've been to Milwaukee a couple of times, but I ain't never got to really eat at the nice spots and stuff like that. So
I ain't been to
it'll
Milwaukee
be interesting to get out
years.
there, man. Yeah.
Probably almost about 20 years it's been for me since I've been to Milwaukee. It's been a minute for real. So yeah,
I heard that
great.
Deer District be bumping though. I heard that.
What is that?
That's outside of the stadium, outside of where y'all.
Oh, that's where they. Okay.
Yeah, well, you watching the game. I don't know if you paid attention to them panning out to outside, but boy, it be popping out there, boy. They be popping.
Yeah, I seen them.
They would shoot fireworks one night out there.
Yeah, I seen. I heard them say Deer District. I didn't really know what it was, but yeah, it's out there popping for real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, man, it'd be nice, man. See the atmosphere, check out some stuff, man. You know.
Yeah, most definitely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Thank you all. Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you.
Sir.
Shout out to Jazzy. Ladies and gentlemen, just come holler at us next week, next Thursday. Same time, same back channel, same back station, all that. We can't wait to see you. Peace. One love.
It's gonna be your shit, I know. It's like I can't do no wrong. You gon' put this on repeat, I know. It's gonna be your favorite song, I know. Even when you're not here, you get all of my time. Sweeter than a number 9 with a large sunrise. Every nigga in your past hit him with the crossfire. Now I'm shooting to your crib like it was a drive-by. I can't get you out of my mind. I'm saying stop playing, girl, you out of line. Couldn't erase these feelings even if I try. You stay on my mind. Thinking about you. Thinking about you. Hey, you stay on my mind. In the morning, late at night, thinking about you. On the job, baby, you stay on my mind. Love the way you did thing, we could build an empire. I know we could do it. Paparazzi on our head, cover it and inquire. Say that you could tell I miss you, girl, you preaching to the choir. Know them bitches finna hate, all you do is inspire. Can't get you out of my mind. I'm saying stop playing, girl, you out of line. Couldn't erase these feelings even if I try. You stay on my mind. Thinking about you. Thinking about you. Hey, you stay on my mind. In the morning, late at night, thinking about you. On the job, baby, you stay on my mind. Thinking about you. Thinking about you.